Live
Hello.
now to the broadcast of Space Odyssey 27. We are now back in Shadow Space, bringing back from the hosts of the mostest of all things, Ulrich.
I can never do a good introduction with all of you.
I would try to attempt, but I can't right now.
Anyway, welcome to Shadow Space. Woo! The first issue that has everybody in it in a while, or not issue, session. Sorry, I've been calling them issues because of the new series Hero Infinite. Go and check it out if you haven't. It's another tabletop adventure.
I thought because we're crossing new issues.
Just treat Shadow Space as like a fucking graphic sci-fi novel. It's fine.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Or yeah, make it a dating. No, not dating sim. No, fuck.
It's a
No.
dating sim.
No.
Hey, listen.
It's
If you donate to my
Barbara dates
Ko-fi and demand heavily enough for a Shadow Space dating sim, I will do what I can to make it happen.
I'm gonna cry. No.
Everybody has an objective. Go.
No.
We need to make like a Colonel Sanders version of a dating sim for Shadow Space.
The premise is the player is the newest recruit to the team aboard the ship, flirting with everybody.
Admiral Sanders.
And we can include we can make it have questionable canonicity where characters who shouldn't be on the ship together at the same time, like Trampy and Hyundai, can both be there.
You gotta add Gas Mask Guy in there as a secret character you can date.
Yes.
Father White.
They really do
Yeah,
sound like Mass
put a
Effect.
plot somewhere in the narrative where you can switch sides to evil so that you can date all the bad guys, but they're all just toxic relationships. Anyway, Shadow Space. So do you guys actually want to recap what happened in the last couple sessions for everyone?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit.
Actually, hang on, I should introduce everybody first real quick. I feel like, hang on, sorry, I just realized I made this the background too dark. I've been making UI adjustments and hang on, sorry. Everybody introduce yourselves and your character. Go.
Hi. I'm Tristan. I play the voice of Barbara.
Yes, Tristan, the voice of Barbara.
Hi, I'm Veneer. I voice Seth. What?
You next.
Gerg.
Hello, my name is Atomic, and I am an Oh, wait, wrong meeting. My name is Atomic, and I am the Max, the Mad Max.
Yes. And now you Doodle. Doodle.
Drum roll.
And everybody's
Hi.
favorite.
No! Hi everyone, my name's Doodle Doodlezar and I voice Hopper, the android.
Oh yeah, if you touch my daughter, I will cut your balls off.
I will also cut your balls off.
So yeah, do you guys want to try and give a recap of where everybody was?
And I'll cut off everything else.
Yeah.
All I know is that Barbara got separated, and fuck.
So we were last time in Mount Olympus where
You
we
were
were
not
literally discussing.
No. All I remember was that we separated from Barbara. We went to town. We fixed her ship, and I painted her ship without her consent. And we picked up some guy.
I
in the town of New Austin.
Happened.
This is all I remember.
What happened.
You
I remember what happened.
Oh yeah, too. I also
For
bought
the
a
record,
gaming
this is
console.
why I created a notes chat in the Discord so that you all can take notes, but nobody takes notes during gameplay.
I like to take mental notes, and I remember. Okay, but I'm so coked up on ice cream that's Barbara flavored. I am just here.
I just exist, and I'm just having a good time right now. I'm sorry.
I'm just
So
here to make sure my
anyway-
daughter goes home.
Anyway, when we were last all together, Barbara decided to go with Trampy to round up the rest of all of his brethren so they can get help with Darwin. Because since Trampy and Hopper are the ones who have met him and made this promise, they thought it would be a good idea to split off so they can tackle two things at the same time. The rest of the party with the stones to put in place in the different towns, while Barbara will take Trampy to get Trampy and his brothers the help needed to become acceptable without being sold off again. Our group has went to the new town, New Austin, and found a very strange type of hospital of sorts, and located the perfect location to place the stone at. And since this was the supposed meeting location, we decided to hang out and learn how there's healthcare services that are a little sketchy but seems beneficial, who knows. But then we adopted a new guy who's doing his whole thingy that serves a purpose because it's holiday, I don't know the proper term of it. It's supposed to be the thing he's supposed to do. And so Hopper's like, yeah, we can be your escort and protect you as we go on adventures so you can figure yourself out. Yes. This is fun. Yeah, and we're friends. And then Seth is just like, yeah, I want this game. Hopper, you buy with your own money. And yeah, they did pin my ride.
He's like,
all the shit.
He's like to her,
And now-
I'm gonna buy this gaming console, and she's like, no, you're not doing that. And he's like, but I'm gonna do it. He's like, no, Seth, don't you dare. Looks away, buys it without her knowing, and fixes the ship.
So now there's more Barbara approved, a bit nicer, and everyone's more comfy with all this fruits and stuff and pretty flares and glitter.
Meanwhile, do you want to recap? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and then we go to Barbara.
Yeah, do you want to recap what you did in your last session, Barbara?
Previously on the Shadow Space. Previously on Shadow Space, Barbara was going to help her genetically engineered genome soldier friends, including T-Dog, when suddenly she was encountered by a figure with her past. She then jumped out of her spaceship onto another spaceship, then went to space, then jumped out of that spaceship at terminal velocity, and got back in her original spaceship, and then she relived her traumatizing past, some of which she may have rewritten, and others Ryan and I might have also rewritten. And then we encountered the guy, his name Father White?
That's what everyone's calling him.
The cowboy man.
What was his actual name? He has an actual name.
Oh, it was Gregory Steelson. Something Gregory Steelson. I remember, Mr. Steelson.
Yes.
We kicked Gregory Steelson right up the ass. T-Dog. Oh, I got the new character's name wrong. I told you that it was 8, but I listened back. You were right. It was 7. So my mistake.
Okay.
It's okay, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you're 8, they were 7.
Yeah, so I apologize for that. And I acted so smug about it. But like, haha, you can't remember your own campaign.
You're right, I can't.
Well, neither can I.
I feel that.
Anyways, this is all part of the recap. T-Dog is on the list of people who have killed the gas mask guy. And yeah, we found Darwin. I think Darwin is going to do his stuff. I said goodbye to T-Dog, and now I've got someone with me, and Barbara does not know how she's going to explain this to her friends.
Yes.
And the last thing I think she said was, all right, keep your eye out for a bright pink Roach-class starship.
And so... Oh yeah, you go ahead.
It's clearly red.
Yeah, it's velvet red.
Well, she said look out for a bright pink one. If it's any other color, it's not hers.
So,
Oh boy!
as you open up, But I'm a good DM. Hopper,
Yeah.
Max, and Seth are on the ship with Hyundai.
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 And
You're making fun of the lad.
I'm gonna give all of you a chance to, any kind of little interactions or character discussion you want to do. Go ahead.
Max is just going to be thinking about the little girl that he, for some reason, had a flashback to and was trying to show Hopper how to use a gun.
Yeah.
While Seth is flying, he's also gonna try to attempt to play video
Flying.
games.
You guys are not flying. The ship has
Flying.
landed and you're chilling in it.
My bad. Well, he's gonna be playing video games.
You are all waiting for Barbara to meet
You're
you
playing
here.
Star Fox. Barbara is on the ship, and she's she's basically telling Seven all about, also known as Mackenzie. She's telling her all about you. Is like oh, and then there's Seth.
I'm really sorry. I want to start with the group in the city first, and then we're gonna
okay.
transition to you. Is my intention. I feel bad, but I'm sorry.
All right, Mackenzie tells Barbara to shut up for a second.
I apologize. Ship crew, base crew, or city crew. What are you guys doing?
Well, Hopper's curious of Hyundai's book.
Yeah. So Hyundai, to re-describe him for everybody, is a man of some sort of Asian descent, with short black hair. He's wearing a red t-shirt, black baggy jeans, black combat style boots, and he has a black cloak on with a hood. He's carrying a sort of long cane shaped similar to like a shepherd's crook with a red lantern hanging from it. And he has a large, hand-bound, leather-covered book. And when I say large, I mean like this thing is like more than a foot long, or more than a foot tall, a foot across, and is thick. And he has it open and is sort of like writing in it and flipping through it. So you're like, yeah, you go ahead.
So, I thought this is a book that you're supposed to read. Is it more so just a journal of yours?
Oh, these are my personal notes on the religious teachings. We don't have the actual copies of the Suburban Bible are very limited. So I've taken the liberty of taking notes of the lectures and teachings that have been given within the church meetings. The books are kept in low circulation because, well, they often get labeled as unionist propaganda, but we're not a union.
No, of course. You are what makes you happy, and you're doing no harm.
We're part of what is the people of Old Earth called a religious sect. Do you know what religion is?
She kind of thinks, but seems to space out like on it's something being triggered, like a memory.
Mm-hmm.
Before she kind of blinks and is like, I remember, but Father doesn't really talk about it much anymore.
Few people do. He looks back at the book.
He says that it hurt when he no longer got answers, but he made his own results.
So your father was once a religious man?
I think he believed, but he got so hurt that I don't know how he feels anymore. He keeps his thoughts quiet. But he's very accepting of many people. So I feel like if you have met him, he'll be very happy to listen.
He nods. I'm really hoping to be able to discover more of to unlock more of my faith on this pilgrimage. Flips through the
I'm
book a little.
excited for your venture.
He flips through the book a little bit. He's like, from my understanding, there's several other sects that have that are scattered across this planet. I'd love to try and meet them. About a generation ago, a group of them arrived at the city south of here, and we've been spreading out since. As he flips, as he's flipping through the book and looking at things. Our group, because of the secretive nature of our faith, a lot of the sects have different information, and even just the people I talk to here seem to have an entirely different view from those near where I originally grew up. I'm sure amongst all of them I'll be able to find some universal truth in the faith. I appreciate that you're all accompanying me on allowing me to accompany you on your trip.
Of course. I'm sorry it's not very big, but I feel like the more the merrier. Besides, we can make everything work out. I'm just excited to help you on your adventure.
My holiday?
Yes.
He smiles. Seth, as you're sitting at the front and thinking... actually, no, never mind. I was going to say something with you, Seth. Yeah, you're just playing games. Actually, we're going to cut attention to Barbara, actually. So, Barbara, you are with Mackenzie. You a little bit ago had arrived in New Austin and are sort of flying your ship around in the upper end of the city's dome. Trying to watch for, like, a bright pink as best as you can. You're in a stolen ship that was being used by the,
Trojan.
what you call them? The Pulsars. You're in a ship you stole from the Pulsars.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
It's shaped almost like it's very much a sort of saucer shape. Very small, 2 floors. The entire top floor is dedicated to like a piloting area and control systems, and the floor below is a health station and where the power area is. A very simple, pragmatic ship.
So there is a bathroom.
Yeah, and the lower section is a little like a device you relieve yourself in, and it vaporizes your dookies. As you're flying, you don't see a super bright pink roach class, but you do notice a sort of hot pink roach class. Much more well painted than yours.
Well, that can't be it.
But you have not been able to spot any like ping. You haven't been able to spot the roach class, your roach ship as you remember it.
Gosh, sorry, I'm still in Ollie mode, so I might say gosh and G and golly.
Still in the mindset of your other character.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so yeah, that's basically the recap. Max is the homeless one. Hopper is the cute one, and Seth is the other cute one, but he's also angry and he doesn't have a nose. Yeah, and I think that's all of them, and I'm sure they're gonna love you and ask no questions. After all, they did with me. Where is that ship? This is where we're supposed to rendezvous.
Wait, he's homeless, so the rest of you do have a home?
Huh. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, kind of. I mean, if you consider a roach class ship a home, which I do.
Well, many people do.
You can live with us.
I don't know where else I'd go. She looks to the side. I'm glad to be with you again, though. She puts her hand on yours. Isn't that a pink roach class? Points to the hot pink one.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it's not mine, but it's... That's kind of a weird coincidence.
We haven't seen any
And
other
plus,
pink
it's in-
ships.
And it is in the exact place that we were supposed to rendezvous. Hang on, let me just turn on my comms.
Uh,
Maybe we're close enough to catch the frequency, or
Seth,
maybe something bad happened.
you're being hailed by another ship, interrupting your game.
Eh? What the fuck? He's like puts on pause and like checking to see what the fuck is going on.
Has the hail comes through? I assume you accept it, right?
Yes.
There is no visual image, it's all audio.
Like squinting.
Hello?
Oh hi. Hello. Who's this?
Who? It's Barbara. Who else has this number?
Oh! I didn't even realize. Hello.
Oh, Seth.
Oh wait, you're
What?
calling him onto your phone instead of hailing through the ship. That would make sense, because you all have phones.
We have a family plan.
Yeah.
I've never used his phones before, so this is like, what?
And with your big claws, I'm imagining you're like
Yeah.
holding it pinched between your pinky and thumb.
He's like
Hello?
holding it with his 2 fingers.
Or is that like a Microsoft account where it's like showing up as like a call on your games console, so
Both
so it's
your,
like blocking your game?
both your
No, it all
hands, the
works.
fingers full length extended. You're holding it between the fingertips of your claws, carefully holding it, trying to not drop it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Barbara! You made me die.
So anyway, were you guys? I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
Where are we? Oh, good question. We're just landing down at the rendezvous point, but I can't see the ship, or you actually, for that matter. Are you guys okay?
We're doing fine. The ship got fixed.
Oh, good. Where is it?
Just look for
At
the
this point, I'm like walking.
You landed
like,
down right next to theirs and are stood in the parking lot.
Yeah,
red velvet looking one.
red velvet looking one. Why would I?
What did you guys put as the name on the side of it?
It has Barbara's name on the side.
Yeah, it says Barbara in your color of pink, in like the Barbie font written along the side.
It's at this point Barbara puts 2 and 2 together. She's like, "Where is it? Is it behind this? Is it behind this thing? Is it behind?"
Is that your ship? Your friend says, what's her name again?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie's like, is that your ship?
I don't see my name on it. Oh wait, there it is.
Oh my god. You good? You good over there?
I'm walking up to my ship. I'm trying to get on board. Is it like?
Did you
How
guys
do I
leave
get
the
on
door
board? Is it
open?
like-
Well, Hoppy did.
Do I still have the drawing of the interior? No, I ended up erasing the interior layout drawing. Damn. In favor of the
okay.
combat map. Did I post it into the notes section? I feel like I had to have.
I don't think you did, but double check.
Damn. Alright, you guys continue role-playing. I'm gonna see if I can't get rip up the vision of the map. If the stream lags slightly, I apologize.
I'm just like very slowly like walking around the ship, just like examining the outside.
It's nice and red. It just looks like a nice sporty red color with your name in its gorgeous glittery pink font. It just looks, everything looks just fresh and new.
The thought runs through your mind of where did they get the money for? Hang on. And do you remember you left several thousand grams of currency aboard the ship?
You know, Barbara's not even thinking about that.
She's thinking about the color changes, isn't she?
Yeah, and how it's like shinier. It looks like professionals did it.
Mm-hmm. I like to think that you didn't just paint it, but you made the ship all suede. Is what my brain wants to believe. You know, like that soft, fuzzy suede material you can do.
Oh yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
But no, it'll be weird. Imagine the mildew when it gets wet.
Oh god, now I'm just thinking of
It's a
it.
spaceship.
You know
When would
those
it get?
toys?
It's a spaceship. When would it ever get wet?
You ever been to
When it's
Camino?
on land.
I was gonna say, you know those those plastic toys that have the like special felt on them? That's what I'm getting reminded of right now.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I found a copy of the map. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah. Hopper shoots open the door, and you see a little bit inside where things are just pink and blue, like white, with a little bit of blue, but mostly pinks with pink fairy lights and lava lamps.
So there should be visible on stream now, the map.
You may need to make it a little lighter.
Oh my.
Is the background too difficult to see against? Okay, hang on, let me try and...
Yeah, because
It's a constant battle to make the background look good on these things. Let me try this real fast. Is that better? Oh yeah, that's way better.
Yes,
Sorry
that
for the
looks 10 times
flashbang.
better. No,
So-
it's all good.
To quickly explain the layout to you, Barbara. So, in the middle, so there's 3 rooms to the ship. If the ship's landed, we're looking at it from a top-down perspective currently. The big rectangle along the bottom.
I'm so sorry. My like both of my Twitch streams are like loading in. They're like really lagging or.
Oh, alright, just reload the page is what I always recommend. Sometimes Twitch gets funky and reloading it fixes it.
Yeah, I've done it several times now.
Ding.
I can always do this too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, somebody could send you a screenshot in the Discord as well if they wanted to.
That's
Okay.
that's what I just did just
Yeah.
now.
So, in the central room, the big rectangle at the bottom is the thing that Actually, I realized I put that in a different spot than where it should be given the model of ship. Give me a second. Alright, so the big rectangle in the middle now, because I adjusted it, that's the thing that opens and closes to get aboard the ship. You know? It's like
the way back.
No, in the center room. It opens, so we're looking at the ship from top down. So that big rectangle sort of opens as an onboarding ramp that when you walk up it, you are facing toward the front of the ship. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be pretty useless during fight scenes, I think.
Okay. Well, people can always send you screenshots as necessary. And hang on, who sent you the first screenshot?
That was me.
I'm gonna give you a star point for that, Veneer.
Thank you.
I'll just send screenshots to everybody. I mean, I already have like 70 stars, so.
There we go. Star point updated. The upper right corner as you walk in is a sort of kitchen area with a little bar set up. It's cramped where one person could just about fit into the kitchen space and work it, maybe 2 if they were shoulder to shoulder. But given the size of the ship, it's a pretty nice kitchen.
So what I'm imagining is basically a mix between an RV and like the back of a hippie van.
An RV is a very accurate way to imagine the layout in here. The area right next to the kitchen is a sitting area with a U-shaped couch surrounding a table that has hologram capabilities on it. Which is a very nice feature. And then the space next to it is a walled-off bathroom section. And it's a luxury-style bathroom, meaning it is actually water bathing. The bottom left corner is a 4 bunk bed stack. Or 4, 3? Did you guys get 3 or 4 beds?
I think it was 3.
It's like 3 very tiny little bed spaces, like, you know, it's enough room that you can sleep in it comfortably, but, you know, if you're not going to be able to sit up without bumping your head.
Yeah. Stuff is just too big. He sleeps in the captain's chair.
Yeah, he's gonna just sleep on the chair.
The bottom wall, while it's not drawn, running all across it is shelving space for storing things. If you go into the back room while the ship is landed, on the wall directly in front of you would be a, how do I word it? Or it would be the generator, sticking out the center of the wall. When you take off the ship, the whole layout of the ship changes, and that area would then transform... Oh, wait. Yeah, that whole area would become the floor.
I believe Hopper got 4 pods anyway.
4 sleeping pods? Alright,
Was it 4?
Yeah, because Hopper, it was, even for everybody.
Oh yeah, so we'll say 4 beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the back wall is the shadow generator, and up in the top corner of there is a little workstation for engineering stuff. And at the front of the ship is the whole entire, piloting cockpit, where
I remember.
I'm trying to remember. The seat where the pilot sits is on the back wall. And I don't remember what that thing in the center of the room is. Oh, it's a gunner turret. They added a gunner turret to the ship.
Yeah.
So now poking out the bottom of the ship is a little bubble that a gunner can get in.
Yeah, and then there's a TV and a game console in the cassette.
Yep.
So that's what the
it's
ship.
a gaming console.
That's what the ship looks like from a top-down perspective. Now, when it's flying, the whole layout of the ship does change a little bit. Let me quickly get a good drawing of that super fast. To instead be a 3-floored space. Because the gravity in a ship changes when it takes off, remember?
Yeah. Is there like a ladder connecting it all or something?
Yes. Hang on. So, this is the bottom floor with the generator in the middle, and the whole entire machine workstation is designed to quickly pivot when the gravity changes to instead be a little elevated area that you can climb up to with the ladder system. So it becomes like an upper floor corner nook where you can do crafting,
Yeah.
The resting area where everybody hangs out, most of the kitchen space and all of that becomes unusable. The beds are designed to rotate with the gravity change so that you guys stay comfortable, and the bathroom, after having an exorbitant amount of money put into it, 1, rotates, and 2, has its own secluded gravity field to help the bath stay fit. Most of the money was dropped onto the bathroom.
It was quite literally gone down the toilet.
And then the piloting area, the seat that is previously on the pilot seat that was previously positioned on the wall. Hang on. This would look a little better if I did this. Give me a second. The one that was previously on the wall now becomes on a thing on the center of the floor instead. Like around here. That little sussy seat. And the bubble turret...
That's what I call my toilet, too.
The bubble turret is accessible via... Sorry, now I'm just trying to... Yeah, the ladder would eventually climb up to meet the bubble turret, which protrudes out sort of right here. Yeah. Also, I realized this would actually be around this way. I hope
So what color?
The exterior is a very deep almost reddish pink, while the inside of the house is all whites, pinks with little bits of blue and yellow accenting. Very much Barbie Dreamhouse color scheme.
Okay, I thought when you guys were talking about it, I was imagining burgundy.
No, it has pink fairy lights and lava lamps.
Yes.
Inside. Hopper thought you were like the fairy lights.
Yeah, so you are walking up into the center part of the ship, which is now fully furnished, which last time you saw it, this ship was not furnished at all. It was a bare bones empty hull.
Oh yeah, Hopper got a star, bought a cute little star looking radio.
Yeah, there's a radio shaped like a star.
Oh my god! Is this even the same ship?
her.
You guys,
Hopper. Deep hug.
you did this for me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Did I tell you they were the best? I hugged Hopper back, like brimming with tears, mascara going down her face. Yes, she applied her mascara.
You guys do notice anyone who comes to the central area to greet Barbara's return would notice that Barbara is accompanied by somebody.
Who's this?
Huh? What? Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so overwhelmed. This is Kent. This is Mackenzie. She's my friend.
Oh. Hi, Mackenzie. It's really nice to meet you.
Hi.
The name's Hopper.
Hi
Sticks hand
there.
out for
She shakes your hand. So she looks almost exactly the same as Barbara, except her hair is black. Her jumpsuit is was her jumpsuit white or was it black? I'm trying to remember what color I gave her as a jumpsuit. I think it was a black jumpsuit.
I thought she had like armor on it. I didn't
It was
realize
white
it.
in the flashbacks and black and lightly armored in the present, I believe, if I remember right.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, and her eyes are more orangey rather than yellow. But yeah, and she sort of like shakes your hand, looking at all of you almost a little unsure. Hi.
It's so nice to meet you. Oh, Barbara, Mackenzie. Come inside. Get comfy. And we have a new guest as well who's going to join us on our adventures. After all, it's his holiday. Part of his pilgrimage to keep records of every little journey for a great purpose and stuff.
Yeah, and you would see the new person aboard the ship, Hyundai.
God. Did you say that Asians were kind of rare in this world?
I never said that.
Okay.
Pure-blooded humans are rare, I should say.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm gonna avoid.
What's wrong with your eyes?
I don't know why I remember you saying something like that. I was gonna say, oh, are you a splicer too?
Oh my god.
Good thing I didn't say. See, this is why you need to edit your videos so I don't say shit like this.
Real quick, I've drawn a picture of what the ship looks like from the side when it is landed.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. What was that?
Well, what's your name?
Hyundai.
Hyundai. Oh, nice to meet you. How do I put? What are you doing here?
I spoke with your friends, and they said that I could come aboard for safe transport while on my holiday.
Yep.
Oh.
And don't worry not.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? The more the merrier.
See, I told you, Hyundai.
He smiles. Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly.
I hold out like my robotic arm to like shake his.
He shakes hands with you. A fascinating build as he looks at your arm. Did you make it yourself?
Oh, this? Oh, I just threw it together. It's nothing really.
He likes to build stuff too, Barbara.
Oh?
Mackenzie, come here. Come check out our Weapon room. Drax Mackenzie away.
Muffin room?
Like a room to upgrade your weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
Or
weapon
is it
room.
just a
room.
wall? Weapon room, where Max is hiding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering where he was.
I'm right
He's
here.
polishing the guns.
Jesus!
Appears behind Barbara.
I'm
No,
not
I assume you're, like-
in the map.
Giving us like a full tour of everything.
Yeah. The copper's just excited, like, look, now we have a place to do like all the mechanics and gun repairs and other repairs. So now you have a little designated area and stuff could be on this wall because of the magnet. Like, so nothing will go flying around loose and loose.
What is that? I point to what Seth is doing.
Oh, that
Oh.
Sets would be near the front of the ship. You guys are at the back right now where the
Oh,
weapon stuff is.
well then
Yeah, you're not there yet.
forget that then.
Don't worry, you'll be able to get angry at Seth in a moment.
And this is Max Mackenzie. Max Mackenzie.
Hmm.
This
Hi
is Barbara's
there.
friend.
If you need a weapon, just let me know. I'm pretty good at cleaning them.
He's a bit of a gun nut. Pat his shoulder.
So,
If you touch my daughter, I will splatter the walls with your brains. But I'm sure that won't come to that.
right.
He's very protective, don't worry about him. He's really nice, he's just a bit cold of words.
Hyundai, who's following along, blinks from him. He's like, "Oh, is this your father?" Looking at you, Hopper.
No, this is Max, the very dear friend.
But he just
Max
said
is
his
just like-
daughter. Sorry, I guess I just incorrectly assumed, but I haven't seen any other young girls here. Unless Barbara is his daughter.
What? No, shut up.
No, I don't think Max is
I don't.
that old.
I would have been surprised. He doesn't look nearly old enough, and Barbara looks far too old to be someone's young daughter.
No, my
If Barbara was my daughter, I'd be giving her one hell of a holy bath.
Max is-
starts spacing out a little bit.
Max kind of is like more parental figure, but not my father.
Hmm. Oh,
My father
right.
is somewhere else. He's
Excuse
not
me.
here on the ship.
He nods.
In a weird way, I'm kind of trying to find him again.
Hmm.
My goal is to make sure that Hopper finds her father. That's all that matters.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, his name is Professor Absurd, but seems like a lot of people don't remember or recall much of that name. Makes sense. It's been a long time.
I've never heard the name either, but it is a large universe, and I've never even left this planet, so...
That's fair. Yeah, Max is more just parental figure that's very protective. So don't mind him when he gets all cold and mean bear like.
Are
He
you
means well.
Are you okay, Barbara? Hyundai looks at you, Barbara.
I can't. What?
Sorry, you seemed a little spacey.
Well, I am on a spaceship.
I suppose so.
Have you met Mackenzie?
He looks over. Yes?
Oh, right. Where's my head at?
Shoulders. Come, go to the front. I think Steph is over there.
As you guys
Yeah.
start making
Is that a
it-
bar?
or,
Is that a bar? Yeah.
as you're walking, Hyundai is gonna be like, I am very grateful that you're allowing me to travel aboard your ship, and if you would love to hear some of my religious texts, I'd be glad to share it. As he holds up the book he has. On the front of it is a roughly almost sort of spray painted style image of what looks to be a heart or something that is halfway between a heart and a shadow generator in appearance.
Well, I like the cover.
Oh, it's I derived it from some of the. It's an image I made derived from some of the symbolism found within our religious text.
Okay.
I'm a member of the Suburban Saints. And Barbara, it clicks with you. That's the group that you are hired by the guy over in New Athens to kick out of his city. Or at least gather information on where they meet so they can do something about them. Back in, New, Athens.
Oh no.
The unionist group that you guys are hired to get rid of, you know, to get your ship back from the toll.
Already stole it, so GTA.
Do you have anything to say?
Oh, that old thing.
What old thing?
Well, luckily we did disable the
Yeah, the tracker.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you guys start to make your way to the front of the ship and set this playing video games sitting in the chair. Which,
Yeah, Rune Toon shooting.
because the chair is, or the ship is landed, the chair is sort of a standing position that he's just sort of vaguely leaning in. You know what I mean? He's like, so the shape of the chair, hang on, is like, I'm gonna draw the chair.
Is he in it like Dr. Robotnik?
Oh my god, no! No,
They didn't
that's-
tell me about the chair of cheer.
Dang.
Dang it, hang on. I'm trying to be quick.
What?
I'm trying to
Is
draw it
that?
quickly. Yeah, so the chair is shaped kind of like this. Oops. And so when the ship is flying, you are laying on this, and there's like in either of the hand spots control sticks you would be holding, or a control stick located in between your legs for primary steering methods. The control sticks on like the armrests are the same control setup, just mirrored. So if you're left-handed, you would put your left hand on the control stick in the middle and rest your right hand on the armrest. Whereas if you're right-handed, you would do it the other way around. And the whole thing is like a comfortable leather seat. But then when the ship's not flying, this thing is in a stood-up position, and at the spot where the feet are, there's like an extended out spot that you're sort of stood on, and then the whole seat is just ever so slightly like reclined like this. Hang on.
It just looks like a person with no head.
Yes, but the head part, the no head area is where the headrest is. So like, this is the actual shape you are dealing with when you're sat in it. The thing I drew on the side. That's it from the
Okay.
profile view. So you know, when the ship's not flying, it's in this angle where you're sort of standing on it, ever so slightly leaned back. But then when the ship takes flight, it rotates, or more so the whole ship rotates, but it also tilts slightly, and you end up in a position like this. So you're laying down, looking up when you're flying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comfortable bed, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hopper just stands there pouting because Seth got the game he wanted.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
playing video games right now.
Playing rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting.
Yeah.
What is that?
Huh? Oh, welcome back.
You didn't answer my question. What is
Yeah.
that?
It's a game.
Is that rootin' tootin' shootin'?
Yeah, you know about Rune Toon shooting?
Do I? Can I play?
Yeah, sure, knock yourself out.
Oh, cool.
Not
I
still
like sit down right next to stuff.
Well,
Here.
how would you sit down right next to them in a one-person chair?
That's a good question.
on his fine.
Yeah, you just
No,
climb
no,
up and
he's
like sit on it.
He's
Don't
gonna
bounce me, Seth. That's cheating.
What?
Until
You wanted to play, so take the seat. I'm good for today.
But yeah, you're all now reunited. What
by
are
the way,
y'all?
this is Mackenzie.
Who the fuck is Mackenzie?
Hi. It's you see a
Hi.
person who looks exactly like Barbara, but with black hair and a black jumpsuit instead of pink, and they don't have a robot arm, and their eyes are more orangey.
Is that
And,
your
like-
sister?
Where?
No,
Oh, that's her best friend.
that'd be kind of gross.
She is
You look-
blushing furiously and looking to the side now.
I'm sorry. You both look kind of the same. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but just
It's because we came from the same place.
you can look different and come from the same place, though.
Not where we come
Hey.
from.
Hey, let's Hey, what's next?
Oh,
what's
also,
on the to-do
sorry,
list?
tattooed on her forehead, by the way, is in big bold letters. 7A 7 8A 7A.
Squinting at the numbers on her head. Are you an experiment or something?
She clenches her fist a little bit. Are you an experiment or something?
Okay. Look,
You tell me.
She huffs a little bit and she's like, yes, I was a sort of super soldier thing type program. Super assassin is more the right word.
Oh, I see.
Has Barbara not told you about where we come from?
No.
Not that I know of, no.
Looks at Barbara for a moment and she's like, it's not worth mentioning then.
Okay, that's fair.
If
I
you
don't
say
want to
so.
push. I don't want to push if you're not comfortable. But
We
anyway,
should
who's hungry?
We should probably get off this planet soon.
yeah. Great idea.
But we need to put the last rock in place, though.
Listen, they know Barbara is here. They sent me after her. And as soon as they realize that I've failed, they're going to send more.
Who's
What?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh god, what was it called again, Barbara? I could dig it up in my notes, but I know you can give me the name immediately.
You
was
can dig it
like,
up your nose?
I mean, we called it the Institute, but I think it was like Margot's
Margos Institute? Yes.
or Margot Corps or something
Yeah.
like that.
Actually, it says Margos. Which,
Mar-
Seth, Max, and actually probably Hopper too, because you traveled alone for a while, you recognize that name. The Margos Medical Corporation. They are...
Oh.
wait, is this the Margos logo? Yes, right? This is the Margos logo I drew, right, Tristan? During our session?
Let me see. Well, there might be a delay on the stream.
Hang on, I'll send it into the Discord.
Please do.
Was this the Margos logo, or was this the logo of something else? Now I'm blanking on that. I believe that was the Margos logo. I've got so many companies that like, I mix up their names all the time, or their logo. No, that's not Margos, that's a different company. I never ended up drawing the Margos logo, I just described it. The Margos logo.
I also just realized I don't remember. I wouldn't remember what it looked like anyway. So, sorry.
All good.
All right.
This is what the Margos company logo looks like. Flip horizontal. It was Margos, right?
There's actually a T. It's like Margots, but it's pronounced Margot.
T is silent.
Yeah.
In a much better font, I just used Arial to be fast with it.
Completely fair.
But their logo is something like this.
Huh.
Oops. And you would know
Why
them as
are
a
they
medical
after-
research company.
Oh, that's a good
Why
logo.
would they be after Barbara?
Because she's the one that got away.
We just need to go to one more town to drop off a stone, and I think that's it. That's all it is, and then we'll leave. It should be quick. 'Cause
Sorry, go ahead. Oh.
What were you gonna say,
Well-
Barbara?
Well, I was gonna say, Mackenzie, why didn't you tell me this?
I figured it would have been obvious by our interactions we had. Margot's is looking for you now that rumors of you have surfaced again. Apparently, you've caused quite a stir since arriving on this planet.
But if they know where I am, what?
They sent me
What am I gonna do?
They had sent me to get you, but now because of that, whoever that was that we met on the mountain, I don't have the bomb they put in me anymore. So we can both run away now, and we can just escape them and keep our heads low.
Right. You met Darwin, didn't you?
Yeah, that was their name. We left the big hairy guy with them.
Are they all happy? Is everything okay? I totally forgot. I got excited because I got to see you again. It's been a while.
She sort of is glaring at you for a moment. And
Huh?
she seems to like be contemplative for a moment. She's like, yeah. And she sort of steps back and she sort of takes Barbara's hand and like pulls Barbara aside.
Huh?
Are you sure we should be traveling with these three?
I'm back, sorry.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Mackenzie pulls you aside, Barbara, and she's like, are you sure we should be traveling with these three?
What? Why not?
You saw what they showed us. We'll probably have a target painted on our backs as long as we're with them. There's no way that those people are going to stop looking for them after what we did.
I can't. Just give me time to think, okay? We made a promise to Dar. We said we would.
We already got Margot's looking for us, or Margot's looking for us. Do we really want whoever those guys in the blue suits were too?
Guys in blue suits.
From the mountain crater.
Oh, you're talking about the pulsars?
Yeah,
Also, yeah.
the mountain
know why.
crater. Everything that happened there. Barbara, are you okay?
I didn't know about Marcos. I thought they were gone. I thought I had dealt with them when I escaped. They've never followed me before.
No, after you escaped, things just got worse.
What did they do?
They got more strict. They wanted to make sure no one would try and escape again. I didn't get to see any of the others after everything that happened. They kept us separate.
I can't believe this.
See, she like tenses and she looks very angry. And she's like, at this point, they're speaking a little bit louder. So if you guys listen, you might be able to hear her. Because at first they were whispering, now they're not. And she's like, Barbara, you should know they want to find you the most, or they want to find you now that they know now that you've surfaced again. You
Who
were the
wants to
one.
find you?
Margos. The medical company. Barbara's the one that got away. Barbara was the one that succeeded.
So we're dealing with what are we dealing with here?
Should I tell them? She looks to you, Barbara.
No, please.
Barbara, what are you
What?
not telling us?
Okay, all right. I didn't. None of you asked, so I never really thought it was necessary to tell you. But I used to be sick, I guess you could say. And my parents, they left me with Margos because, well, I don't know if they thought it was a, it was a home for young girls who were sick or not well. And it wasn't. It was they experimented on us. They tortured us. They brainwashed us. They trained us. They stuck drugs in us and enhanced us and spliced us, and they took my eyes. And yeah, that's where I met Mackenzie. And we've been friends since, until we'd been planning to get away, and the plan almost worked, but
Barbara escaped. And
I
ever
looked
since
at Mackenzie with like very grateful eyes that she didn't make me say it.
Ever since I got left behind by mistake.
Nice.
Barbara kind of looks away.
I don't blame Barbara for not coming to get me. She probably thought I was dead with what happened, but they became obsessed after you escaped, Barbara. You were the one that got away. You were the one who evaded everything. They always called you the success.
Me?
You did what none of the others could do. You got out.
And that's a success to them?
It showed that you had drive. And because of that, I became their favorite. You and me were the only ones who ever made the endeavor to try and escape. They said it meant we were strong. But you were stronger. Because you got out. Now they're gonna want you back, Barbara. They're gonna want whatever is in you that made you different from the rest so that they can put it into them.
Then
So we're dealing with another group is seeking out for someone very valuable. Is this what I'm getting at here?
You would recognize the name Margos as one of the top medical companies in the galaxy. They're in like the top 5 of the medical companies. Like they're not really one of the best, but they're like among the best.
Yeah.
Margos sent me to get her when rumors of Barbara resurfaced. And she like looks to the side, her eyes sort of like straining looking. I was gonna bring her back, but
Oh. So wait, you're telling me You were part of this big organization called Margo. That is, what, one of the well-known medical companies. And you were gonna take Barbara?
She nods.
They're only disguised as a medical corporation, but really they've been creating experiments.
They had a bomb in me. If I didn't bring her back, they would have killed me, but whoever
Then how
that...
can we... I gotta ask you this. How can we trust you then?
How do I know I
would
can
trust her with
you?
my life.
And really, me and Barbara should be asking how we can trust you two. She
What?
looks at you with like an angry glare, Seth.
What? Wait, no.
He glares at her back. You think I would throw her to the wolves like that? Fuck no.
Mackenzie, he would never hurt.
I would never fucking do that.
I've seen what you are. I know
See
the
what
things
I
you've
fucking
done.
am? What things have I done? You should get
Mackenzie.
into her face.
Mackenzie's like in your face, glaring at you.
Guys, please.
Well, go on. Tell me. What did I do?
She looks to Hopper and Max. What expression do Hopper and Max have?
Sad confusion and just awkwardness, and Hopper's just like, let's put the stone in place and just leave. Okay. We're almost done after all.
Max is kind of drawn to it.
He's also cleaning a gun at the same time.
He is. He has like a pistol, but he's kind of like walking over to it, almost kind of mystified.
He is glaring at her.
God, I did not see this coming. Guys, please, let's just look. We've all had a violent past, okay? That doesn't make us monsters, does it?
Well, she should learn her place then if she's gonna stay in the ship.
Hey, no.
I glare.
Isn't
at
this
Seth.
Barbara's ship anyway? Unless
There's
you're trying to take it from her.
I don't even want the ship.
Mackenzie, they wrote my name on it. And they did all this.
I was the one that helped fix the ship.
We just don't need to be making more enemies right now with the situation we're in. And from what I've seen, you three are real good at making enemies. She's gonna turn and start to walk out of this room.
Mackenzie!
I'm going to leave before I say something I'll regret.
Leave?
Leave this room. I'm not gonna leave you, Barbara.
Do you want something to eat? I can make you something to eat.
I'll just start the ship and get shit going.
She walks out of the room.
And runs out before Steph starts fucking driving.
Hyundai looks to Max. Is this normal for your group?
Unfortunately.
Us bitching to each other sometimes. We're just emotional, yeah.
So where is everybody going? Has Seth is starting the ship to fly.
Max is still cleaning his gun, but he can't help but think about, again, that girl. That girl is still on his mind.
No, keep in mind, when the ship takes flight, gravity will shift in the ship.
He knows how to clean a gun when gravity's not in motion.
Oh, it's
I
not
just
that it won't be in
imagine-
motion. You guys will be going from the horizontal position to the tall position. You know,
Vertical.
the kitchen won't be usable.
Vertical.
Yeah, vertical.
You know, I imagine while the ship is starting and then Max is just sitting there, but he doesn't even fall to move or anything. He just stays in place while he cleans his fucking gun.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, he just sits
Yeah,
there.
he's like standing on the wall because of his powers.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he's just
Oh
fine.
my goodness.
He's fine.
Hopper can still use the kitchen because of her magnet feet.
Yeah.
You can.
Hopper just nonchalantly
Everything
goes-
she's making will fall to the ceiling.
Yeah, she's just
She
gotta
just
hold the
tilts it
pots and stuff
sideways.
sideways, yeah.
Oh, my mac and cheese.
I imagine, and so like, Mackenzie makes her way back and like starts to move into like sit in like the seating area, and then the ship shifts its gravity, and like I imagine you go and sit near her, right, Barbara?
Was Seth playing video games at the pilot's chair?
Yes.
Barbara.
He set up the game console in the pilot's room.
Barbara's actually going to like shuffle towards the bar.
Which, when the ship's gravity is gonna take hold, you're gonna realize you're not gonna be able to sit here.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny.
Like, you sit down, the gravity starts to shift, and then you start to slide across the ship and, like, have to grab on... Basically, have to either slide down to the engine room, or either go in the bathroom, bedrooms, or try and grab the seating area and sit at the seating area with Mackenzie.
I thought we bought expensive things for nothing. With like no one.
Oh,
would
you're
tip
right,
over
you
them.
bought a gravity field thing! I forgot!
Yeah.
You bought an advanced gravity field generator so you can use the ship in its leisure mode at all times.
Wait,
Yeah.
so we went through that whole rigmarole for nothing?
I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah.
So, no, you guys are able to sit in your normal seats anyway.
Nah,
It's
it's
still
fine.
funny regardless.
It's fine. It just tilts a little bit.
Ye-
Barbara just thinks like, oh no, this is gonna go vertical, and
Yeah,
then realize, wait,
the gravity feels like it's shifting, and then you hear a boom, like a thing kick on, and then it feels normal again.
Oh, can I retcon something?
Go ahead.
Can I just like sit in like the cockpit?
Reagan,
Not
is-
the cockpit. The like the gunner position.
Oh, go sit in the gunner seat. All right.
Yeah, she wants to be alone for a bit.
As the ship starts flying, Hyundai is gonna be like, Seth,
Yes? What?
forgive me for, if this is much, but what did Barbara mean by a violent past?
Fuck if I know.
Well, it depends on whose violent past he's referring to.
It seemed like Mackenzie seemed to know something. But you two have only just met, have you not?
I have never met her in my fucking life. I only met her just recently.
Then what would could she possibly know of you?
Fuck if I know. I don't know shit about her. And she doesn't know shit about me. Fuck.
Nods.
Fucking alcohol.
It's
dipping back into the alcoholism again.
it's
Oh, no.
times like this where one has to be mindful to not allow Jimmy to take control.
Jimmy?
Like,
What?
what? Wait, huh? Wait, what? That's the player. I'm like, what?
He starts flipping through his book real fast. Hang on. I'm looking at my notes real fast. Where is it? So I'm just trying to find a thing real quick.
It's a big Bible.
It is. Saint Jimmy. He was referred to as the son of the gun. He was a violent being, or he was a violent. No, what's the word? He was a violent saint, and it's believed that he's the one who caused the tragedy of the tragedy of Jesus.
What the fuck are you implying here?
Well, all of us have two beings within us, Jesus and Jimmy. And Jimmy will always try and pull us to the way of violence and misdeeds, of false action, of depravity. But it's important for one to raise over it, especially in times of rage. Because that's when Jimmy most tries to pick away at you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe any of that. Not to be mean, not to be that way. I don't believe there's another person inside of me. That sounds like something.
Well, I don't entirely
too out.
believe it's literal. It's, he starts flipping through. I think it's more of a symbolic concept. We all have a Saint Jimmy in us. We all have that want to do wrong, that inner voice that, you know, when you get mad makes you do regrettable actions. Saint Jimmy is just a allegory, an example of our worst impulses.
What does this have to do with the conversation of before?
Well, you said you wanted some alcohol, and well, I don't want you to make any rash decisions and do something or something that might be regrettable in a moment of rage. That conversation was very heated.
Listen, you think that's gonna make me regret anything? No. I only want a little bit of alcohol. I wasn't even thinking of even getting drunk from the start. Just a tiny tad bit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, he looks a little awkward. I'll just go to the other room.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I appreciate the concern, but I'm gonna be fine. I just need a moment to myself.
He nods and goes into the other room. Hopper, what?
Could Barbara hear any of this?
Most definitely. You're in the gunner pod that's just up in the corner.
Okay. Alright, back to Hopper.
Unless you wanted to say something.
No.
Alright, so Hopper's in the kitchen with Mackenzie.
Yes.
Where's Max?
Polishing his gun.
Yeah, polishing my gun and, you know, just figuring shit out.
No.
Polishing his gun.
I was gonna ask in the armory or in bed.
Well, I figured that if he's polishing his gun, he's gonna be in the armor.
So you made your way back to the armory after all the conversations.
Yeah, because it's
Alright.
like, what point do I? Why am I here?
So are you gonna try and talk to Mackenzie while you're cooking, Hopper?
Yes. Yes.
She is looking at you with daggers in her eyes.
Do you want any omelets? Or perhaps blackjacks?
She seems to think it's like, I haven't really eaten food in a long time.
Oh.
I don't know if I can.
Well, it doesn't hurt to try. I know I don't really need to. But it seems nice. Guys, you have a kitchen. Why not utilize it? Everyone else here needs a little bit of sustenance, even if it's just energy.
You're a robot, aren't you?
An android.
What's the difference?
I don't know anymore. Because apparently, what kind of machine I am is not legal. Doesn't exist. So which one would you want?
I want to make something clear to you and your friends. If any of you try and do anything that could hurt Barbara or me, I will not hesitate to do what I need to do to protect the person I love.
I understand. And I won't hold it against you. I can assure you in my own words, as I do not speak for everyone, but I do speak on my own self, that I do care about everyone here. strangers or already long friends. No, yes, I have not got a chance to know Barbara fully as much as Barbara already got to know me. But I do care, and I will do all I can to protect Barbara.
What happened in the mining colony you all visited? Hyundai walks in the room. Hi.
Hyundai!
Hey. He looks a little uncomfortable as he goes and sits at the seating area.
Well, flapjacks or omelets?
Ooh. Flapjacks sound quite tasty, although an omelet would probably be better for my health.
I could do both. I don't mind.
Well, I don't want to overindulge.
Hey, nothing wrong. Besides, you're on holiday. Nothing wrong with indulging a little bit once in a while.
I suppose Jesus too indulged on his holiday. He chuckles a little. I just need to be careful not to overindulge.
Understood. I'll be mindful.
He sits down at the bar, actually. He's like, so you're all well-traveled, right?
I won't speak for Mackenzie, but I am, in a way, yes. And so is Max and Seth.
What is the universe like? Like, if you had to describe it, what was... How do you feel about the universe and the people in it?
Mysterious, beautiful, and dangerous. Love purple.
It's a mixed bag.
But other than that, it's hard to really...
Mama always said the universe was like a box of chocolates.
You can either take it or leave it.
You know exactly what you're gonna get, because they write it on the lid.
An allergic reaction.
Alright, sorry, continue.
It is very interesting, though. You get to see the beauty of what space has, which is almost endless. You get to see the colors and the rays of what can exist. And in that vastness is mysterious and beauty, but also, I'm thinking terror. Because anything can occur. And either you're lucky to find land or you're just lost. So in a sense, it's just like any nature on a planet. Just with space is more vast. And you could be easily forgotten.
I cannot wait to meet more people in the universe. See what others think.
And I hope that people are kind. Yeah.
I know they are the worst issues. People are fearful.
Within good reason. She makes the flapjacks first and serves.
I believe it was people's fear of each other that ultimately led to the downfall of the Earth's society. And I genuinely fear that if we can't learn from the mistakes of the past, we may fall in the same way they had.
I think so. I think so.
So yeah, you start serving food.
Yeah.
Are there any...
Flapjack.
Or sorry, go ahead.
I was flapjacks.
Yes. He's eating them. You bring some over to Mackenzie.
Yes.
And she sort of looks at them, picking at it, and like eats a little bit of it. Are there any interactions anybody wants to have?
I can't wait for Barbara and Steph to make out.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for Barbara to realize the thousands of dollars she put in storage are all gone.
All of it?
Not all of it.
Almost.
Have you gone looking for your grams that you stored in the
Oh.
engine room?
Believe it or not, I've had other things on my mind.
Mm-hmm. It's worth so. A little bit of detail on the money in universe that's worth noting. So the money is measured in grams, i.e., how many grams of the primary currency are these little this crystallized dust matter that is found in shadow space, and a single gram is about the size of a piece of sand. And so currency comes in two primary ways. These little vials that have like a sort of atomic weighing system that only weighs the actual grams of shadow crystal through sensors. Which is more or less how your guys' money had been stored, that you stole, the money you stole.
Oh, no, we didn't steal it. It was ours.
It was just a big bag of basically shiny purple sand, like glittery sand. But when you turned it into the bank, you actually would have turned a lot of it in for the more convenient rods of money. But what you'll usually get is like, a little metal rod about like the size of a rubber eraser that will say like, 100 grams on it. And what this is, it is metal that has had the crystals mixed in with it and then pressed into a shape. So the piece of metal contains that many grams of the crystal, and the rest of it is just a cheap, easily findable, durable metal like titanium or steel to hold it all together in. And so in your guys' case, all of your money is stored as these little metal blocks of varying denominations kept in the engine room. And in an absolute worst case scenario, if you desperately need to kickstart your engine, these crystals can actually be used to help kickstart an engine with the right means.
I've only torn this one.
Basically, if you just throw a bunch of raw dark matter crystals into the engine area and blast it with an energy blaster enough, it will like kickstart a reaction. These crystals in their raw state can be very volatile in the right situation.
Yeah.
Which is why most people don't carry it around in the raw state. Because if it gets charged with shadow energy, it basically forcibly sends itself back to shadow space, ripping open very small portals to shadow space, which is how all generators work. Which means you lose your money because it goes to another reality, but if you have it in a generator, you can then stabilize that portal to be like a Kickstarter to your generator, or any piece of technology with a stabilizer in it. Just some fun lore I thought I'd spit out to all of you because it was in my head.
Yay.
Yeah, anybody want to try and do anything?
Well, Seth is just gonna fly the ship.
Yeah.
He is not gonna say much from that.
Is he flying to like the next location?
Yeah, where are
Yeah,
you
pretty
flying?
much. I guess to the next location, yeah.
The next city you have to bring the final stone to?
Yes.
Alright.
Because this stone is big. The stone is just here.
Yeah.
We just put the stone back.
Sat in the corner of the room.
Menacingly watching us.
What y'all gonna do? Any other interactions y'all want to do?
Are there any interactions that people want to do?
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, I don't want to just keep doing small talk. I kind of want to finish this fucking planet right now.
Alright.
Completely fair. You know what? Completely fair.
You know what? In character, so do I.
So,
yeah, same.
you all fly down to the southernmost city, making your way there. And you hail them to fly in, and you enter, and you see that this is another one of the less built up cities. Similar to how New Austin was. Words. And as you fly down and in, you fly around the city and you sort of start to follow where the stone is generally pulling you all toward, and it seems like it's pulling you toward the center of town. And as you're flying down, you see another one of the buildings like the one you used to in New Austin, the almost chapel-looking building, and that's the building that had this logo on it, I believe. The blue logo. So you see another one of those buildings is here in this town as well.
Okay. Hopper's like, I can do it really quick. You guys could just stay here.
She's just gonna.
Sure, you don't need any help.
No, it's not that heavy.
I would love to have a quick look around if you all don't mind. Handai says. I believe another sect of my people are here.
Okay.
Can I come too?
They're gonna tag along.
Yeah. I need to keep my I need something to do.
I'm gonna tag along with Hopper just in case.
If Barbara's going, I'm going as well.
Max is also going with Hopper.
So you all can stay here. Everybody leaves the ship.
Because Seth is afraid something's gonna happen to her, so he's gonna stick by her side. He ain't not leaving her alone.
It's just such a funny intro. You all can stay here. I'll be quick. Everybody gets off. Hopper holding the stone, just blinking like, okay, I guess this is happening.
But Hopper's like, why can't I never go somewhere by myself?
They get the child leash.
Listen, only Seth and Max understands what happened last time she went anywhere by herself.
Yeah, no,
and you're all still dealing with the repercussion of that.
The mines, basically.
So you all start to, walk out, and you've noticed many of these these domes have a similar layout, as if they were all built from the same, blueprint, where they all have a big central park surrounded by important buildings and roads that radiate out in a sort of webbed circle pattern, but then cut through that whole thing is a unique highway system that was clearly built further on. In this case, the highway cuts right through the middle of the town from east to west. And as you all step out, you can see the park is full of people in black robes with red lanterns. And surrounding them, but also around them is a big fence that's been erected and a bunch of armed people. What's going on here? A couple of the armed guys look at you guys immediately because you would have landed nearby because you want to go to the nearby steepled building. And they look at all of you for a moment. They're like, hold it right there. Are you more of these, are you more of these unionists? Motions over to the left caged.
No.
Shakes head no.
We aren't unionists, Handai says, very bothered tone in his voice.
We're scouts. Just passing through.
Then why does he have a lantern like theirs? This lantern...
Classified. Mission.
He seems like he wants to say something but keeps his voice down. Do you guys head to the steepled building?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And Hopper, you're gonna basically run up and get the stone in place, right?
Yeah, just kind of look, the one's looking at me. Okay. Starts fucking running.
Yeah, you start to skip your way up, and Handai, meanwhile, is looking over, and he's like, I don't like this. They have my people caged. We need to do something about this.
I don't think there's anything we can do right now.
They're calling them unionists, but we're not unionists. That's a lie. Why does everybody call us that?
I don't know, but it would be best to not really get too much involved. You had enough as it is to deal with.
We can't just leave my people there. Maybe we can talk to them, make them understand.
I don't think it's a good idea. The last time we did that, things did not go well.
Do you want to do a charisma check to convince him to not do anything?
Yes.
Alright, what is your charisma stats? Related stats?
I don't have anything in charisma. Do I have anything in charisma? I don't think I do.
You don't put up your Google Doc sheet yet. That's gonna be a lot of work.
The only thing I have is that if I showed my teeth, it's like, yeah, your charisma drops.
I'm gonna call this a level 3 challenge. Or is it level 3? Hang on. Yeah, level 3 challenge.
Get my... Nicer. Smarter. Don't mind me, I'm like trying to look for
No
it.
problem. Oh, sorry about my sniffles.
I get a disadvantage on charisma checks because of my teeth if they
Alright.
show.
Do you want to spend any hero points? Level 3 challenge. Or star points?
I'll spend 2 for now.
So that's 2 more dice. You got 3 successes with a dice break and your disadvantage, so that's 1 success. Do you want to do anything to change that?
I don't have enough, unfortunately, to change it, so for now.
For 2 star points, you could pass.
For 2?
Yeah. Removing the disadvantage and the dice break.
Should I do it, guys?
Go for it.
Anyone proposing? Anyone going against me for doing this? Speak up.
Speak now or forever hold thy breath.
Words.
Alright, you talk him down, he's just like, it doesn't feel right. He lets out a sigh.
I understand it doesn't feel right, but sometimes, even if there's situations that we don't agree with, we can't always save everyone.
But they're my people.
I get that. But we have a lot as it is on our shoulders. You realize if we try to attempt to save them, we will put ourselves even more in danger as it is. God knows what can happen to the others.
I just wanted to talk and try and work things out.
I know. Some of these people may not listen, and it will not go very smoothly.
He nods and sort of lowers his head, looking very depressed with this conversation.
And again, I get your position. I really do.
Hopper's coming back down from putting the stone in place.
Okay. It's all done now. Hyundai, what's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hyundai?
He looks over.
What you were saying about that Saint Jimmy, was he a bad person?
He was the embodiment of all of the evils of Jesus. It's... He thinks for a moment. He was the bad half of a good person.
Bad half of a good person?
In the story, Jesus and Jimmy are the same person. When Jesus came under the effects of a drug, he developed a split in his mentality. His good and his bad half separated from each other. It wasn't until he lost what's-her-name that everything became clear to him again, and he had to kill the Jimmy within himself.
So then what happened?
Well, by then it was too late. It's the tragedy of the Jesus of Suburbia. He didn't grow to overcome his darkness until he had already lost what he cared for.
And he walked down a boulevard of broken dreams.
You've heard the tales.
I've heard a couple of things.
I
I also heard he was quite an American idiot.
So, you're saying that the Jeebus man, So if he killed the bad half of himself before it was too late,
then things may have gone different. I view the story of the Jesus of Suburbia as a cautionary tale of how we can overcome the darkness that lies within us if we just acknowledge it before it's too late.
Barbara's like getting on her face. She's getting like, kind of like, I don't know, just like a weird moment of clarity. Or as what she perceives as clarity. So you're saying just because you did bad things doesn't make you a bad person?
No, everybody has a darkness within them. It's about, and for succumbing to that doesn't make you bad, but overcoming it is what makes you good.
Seth, I really think we should free these people.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think we just break these cages and then run.
I don't know if we should do that.
It's not Barbara. We had enough as it is when we tried to convince the other people that went to war with each other.
Look,
I understand that. We can't... Sometimes in these type of situations, as much as we want to help every single person we come in our way, sometimes we can't help everyone. I'm not trying to be mean here, I'm trying to be realistic. What your friend said? What happens if she gets in trouble while doing this? Then what the fuck do we do? Or Hopper, or me, or you, or everyone here. Hell, even Hyundai here.
I agree. We owe no allegiance to these people, Mackenzie says.
Keep in mind.
I looked at Mackenzie, I go, now you agree with him? I say, Mackenzie.
I want us off this planet as soon as we can be.
But Mackenzie... If I could have gone back for you, wouldn't you want me to do that?
A wave of emotions quickly run through her face. Before she turns, she's like, I'm gonna head back to the ship. And she walks away.
And Barbara, as much as I want to help every single person that we come across, sometimes there is battles that we can never win. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to be as real as possible with this. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to start a fight or anything. If we start shit here, I don't think it's gonna go well.
Mac's gonna knee down to Hopper and be like, Hopper, what do you think?
Knee down. She's not that much shorter than you.
Yeah, she's not that short.
No, but it's like a courtesy.
How to not talk to your short friends.
Oh my god.
Look at pick them up with them face to face.
Veneer, I don't mean to metagame, but I'm just saying if we do this, I can spend all of my 70 star points to basically make sure we win this.
Just straight up
I understand
Barbara
that.
talk to them.
Understand that, but I'm just thinking like fucking Seth in this situation because I'm like,
Okay.
Realistically, it's like
Seth is done. He wants to leave. He
yeah,
he wanted to leave the moment he stepped
he
into that
wants to leave.
other town.
He doesn't like. He feels bad. It's just
Hyundai
that
or
like
Hyundai already looks like he already gave up on the hope that you guys could help them due to the charisma check on him.
I don't like how sad Hyundai is. He's our guest, our passenger.
I
I wanted him to I wanted to trust in us.
Hopper, I understand that. But keep in mind though, if we get into more trouble as it is, you want the whole universe to be on our ass. Every single one of
Then-
us.
Who says that everyone's gonna be taking the hit? Someone just needs to ask a couple of questions. They're all our scouts. We won't get in trouble for asking them questions.
I think it's a bad idea. The last time
Barbara.
the last time we convinced people to change their minds, you want to know what happened? You want to know what happened, Hopper? They tried taking you, and guess what happened afterwards? Everything got wasted, and they ended up killing each other. Remember?
You can go get the ship ready then.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I just don't want to deal with the same thing again, and a bunch of people die. All because of people being can't say the word.
Nincompoops? Ignorant?
They're
Ninjas? Negligent?
no,
Negligent.
yeah, that word. I can't say it.
Negligent?
Yeah,
Look, I don't think that's the word. Even I don't. English is hard. Anyway, I don't think that's the word you were wanting to say. But okay.
no, that was the word I was trying to say.
I don't think
Okay.
that's the correct use of negligent.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I'm saying. That's not the word.
You're talking to someone that has horrible fucking grammar. All right. You're
That's
talking
not
to
even grammar. That's the
Hey,
that's
it's
the
a-
use of that vocabulary word itself.
Hey, at least you have a grammar. Insert joke about like. Never mind. Dumb joke.
I cry. No, I think
Anyway.
I think it's the correct word to say.
Yeah, just carry the
It
scene
really
on.
means- yeah.
Ulrich, how many cages are there?
How many cages? It's just
Yeah.
a big penned off area.
They're just penned off.
So really, we just need to bust one lock.
But you could do it behind his back if you really wanted to.
Upper, is that what you really think should happen? Should we free these people?
I don't know what was discussed other than I understand now what was discussed. I'm just already sad to see Hyundai really sad. And a holiday is supposed to be something we enjoy. This is not a really good start of his holiday. Especially their holiday.
All right. Stand back.
Barbara
Next.
starts to like shaking with excitement.
Max is going to use his gravity powers to break the bars.
Man, right to the violent option, huh? All right, let's do the check.
Oh boy, get Seth even
It's
more
not
angry.
violent.
as
He
it
just
is.
lifted the bars. He just made the bar higher to be achieved.
Do you have
That's
any
all, bro.
bonus skills that grant you more dice? I'm gonna call this a level 2 check.
I'm looking at his skill stuff right now. Let's see. He has. Okay, well, he has the gravity control stuff, which that's the power that I'm trying to get him to use to crush the bars, essentially. He does have a martial arts, but that's a plus 1d. And he's that's a game master. I don't know how much that would actually affect this, but that's a, let's see. You are an expert technician, have the ability to disconnect yourself from the loss of life within war, plus 1d to the resistance of psychological effects. In addition, you are allowed to expand your actions, perform the commanding action, giving your
Oh, that's supposed
action
to say
to
expend. That's my bad.
expend. Giving your action to an ally and granting them a plus 1d if they perform that action. I also have engineering.
Do you have
That's a
any
plus
skills
1.
that affect your gravity powers?
I just have gravity control.
Alright, are you going to spend any star points?
Yeah, I'll throw in
It's
2 star points.
It's only a level 2 challenge.
Okay, so
And you roll 5 by default.
Alright, then no star points.
Alright. -2. You got 0 successes and 2 dice breaks.
Okay.
Which is a crit failure.
Max,
try it again?
what's happening?
And we're not allowed to give star points
You can-
away.
You cannot. You can spend your star points on this to make it a level 0 success if you want, so you're not crit failing at least.
Oh, I can?
Oh, no, I was saying that to Max.
Oh, fuck.
If you crit
Okay,
fail, I'm
fine.
gonna say what happens is you're gonna just throw yourself back at the wall behind you
Alright.
and hurt yourself.
I'll spend some star points on that. I really should have just spent star points on this.
Alright, so you're spending 2 star points to at least hit 0, which isn't enough to succeed. Do you want to spend more to get more dice?
Yeah, sure.
It's 2 star points per die you get.
Alrighty, so then
Keep in
Put
mind you
into-
have the extra bonus ones that you have for other reasons that aren't visible on screen. The extra 130 you have for between 2 campaigns.
you know what?
130.
Throw in the rest of the star points. Fuck it.
Wait, the rest. What do you mean by the rest?
As in the rest of the main ones, not the special ones.
them.
Okay, so 2 of the main ones for 1 extra die I'll do right now. Because you would need 2 star points to get another one. So you're still at 0 successes. Do you want to spend another one of your base ones plus one of your golden star points, your golden hero points, or no?
I will do that.
Okay. So for 1 more die. Ooh, that was a burst. You are at 1 success.
You need to.
Fuck. Just use more star points.
Another 2?
Yeah.
You're at 29. That's going to bring you down to 127. You're at 1 of your level 2 challenge. Now you're passing.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you extend your hands out, your coat sort of flutters up a little bit, a purple glint in your eyes as you pull your hands back and the fence near you flattens. And immediately there's a scramble from the guards all looking like, what the huh? As they, the people inside the encampments all sort of look up confused as the fence collapses. And immediately a bunch of the guards move around to, like, try and stop them from getting out. Several of them crossing the broken fence and going in, aiming their guns up at the people, none of whom even try and leave. So you knocked over the fence and no one tried to escape.
Wow.
Barbara-
Fantastic.
Barbara takes out her plasma sword and she just charges at them.
You're just gonna charge at the guards?
Yeah.
Seth is just standing there before he was about to leave, and he's just looking at
turns
all
around
of you
and
like
he hears metal
fucking
crunch
pissed.
and then turns.
Yeah.
And he's just,
He's like,
Yeah,
how
and
did
he's
I-
fucking pissed.
How did I lose control of the situation?
Murder hobos! All of you! Murder hobos!
Hey, I was not even trying to murder hobo with this one. I was trying to be smart.
I'm so sorry
I'm not
I
even good
validated
boy.
your charisma success.
That just means that Seth is just gonna be angry at all of you.
Alright, let me
Oh, that's a good change of pace.
let me go ahead and get up a quick battle map.
I
Ba-ba-bum.
could just hear the disappointment in Brian's voice. Oh.
It's okay, Brian. This is a normal reaction.
When you
from
draw
Brian.
your blade and run, Hyundai immediately looks very worried. Luckily, I have... Oh no, that battle map wouldn't work. Alright. Give me a second. I'm gonna try and be very... I'm not even gonna bother with a battle map right now, actually. I don't feel like drawing up the big battle map. So, I'm trying to think of how many guards there would be. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna say there's 13 guards.
I have a feeling we're going to create an alternate timeline where none of this ever happened. I hope I'm wrong.
2 timelines. There's the one where everyone just constantly causes conflict, and then the whole universe is against us. And then there's the one that's like selective conflict.
13 guards. I'm gonna say to close the distance to them will be one of your 2 actions. We're now entering turn-based format. The starship is about 4 zones away. So 4 movement away if anybody wants to go to the starship. What are y'all gonna do?
But you know what I'm doing.
So you're gonna spend 1 action running at the guards and another attacking a random guard?
Yes, and as I'm doing this, I'm just shouting, "Fuck shit!" Like, mostly, like, talking to the prisoners.
Oh, what'd you say? What'd you scream?
Fight!
Alright.
Like, also partially to my friends.
Yeah. Hyundai looks terrified.
Seth is just angry. He is literally just angry right now.
Are you gonna try and go back to the ship, or?
Like, right now, he is just watching. Like, you know how you just, like, he has the side eyes? He's watching through his side eyes right now what's going on before he's gonna do anything. He is watching.
So you're gonna do nothing for this turn?
Side-eye.
Nothing for this turn?
Nothing for now.
What are Max and Hopper doing?
Hopper is flabbergasted. Hopper was just like, I was gonna just talk.
Hmm.
Why are we fighting?
Max has his gun out. He's not like aiming it, but he's definitely like putting that bodyguard stance of like being in between Hopper and the action.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll an attack for Barbara. The guards aren't really fully prepared for this. They're very much caught off by the situation. How many bonus dice do you get with a sword attack?
Let me see. 10 damage. Armor piercing.
But your swordsmanship skills, how many bonus dice?
I think just 1? It doesn't really say. So I assume just 1.
Alright. 4 successes with a dice burst and break. Brings you down to 3 successes total, which is enough to hit them. You run over and immediately slash through one of them.
How many dice to slash through 2 of them?
Pay for an additional action or increase your success range by, another 2 points. Or no, another 1 point. Wait, another 2. So 1 to remove the dice break, and then 2 to roll another die, and that might allow you to attack another.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, it'll allow you to make another attack attempt if you get a critical success. It won't immediately land a hit, but it will refund your action, letting you make another attack. You know what I mean?
No, okay, never mind. Just the one guy.
Alright, you kill the one guy. So you run over and you just slash right through this man. Are you aiming to kill or disarm?
Oh, good question. I guess kill.
You cut right through the guard whose back is turned to you. You cut through his torso and he falls over limp. You know, dying on the spot. All the other guards now look and are like, oh shit, and they're immediately gonna start opening fire on you. a couple of other guards who weren't at like the park area but nearby the steepled building, or so 3 security guards are gonna exit the steepled building you guys are in, see what's happening, and point their weapons at you, Max, telling you to drop your gun. These guards are in a different or no, they're in the same armor, this sort of blue armor. They aim their guns at you and tell you to put your gun down. All the other ones at the park are gonna open fire on you, Barbara, which means it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 level challenge to avoid any damage.
I'll take that action.
What are you all gonna do with your 2 actions? Everyone gets 2 actions.
Hopper's just flabbergasted.
Well,
Like, Hopper literally was like, I was just scouts. I thought we had the right to even try to question what's going on.
You guys literally don't even know why those people were in the fence.
That's why
thought they
Hopper
were-
was gonna just question.
Yeah,
Oh.
we don't even know why.
That's why
That's
Hopper was gonna be like, we're scouts. We're like, what's wrong with just asking a question? And then she was gonna ask Barbara, "Want to go talk to some guards with me?" And it's like, no, we're gonna go murder. Like,
It's you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We gotta suffer the consequences right now.
Barbara's kind of in a dark place right now.
I will say, it's the option stands. 5 star points and agreement from the whole party, and we step backward.
I don't mind this route. I really don't mind.
yeah,
We have
same.
if we have to kill a bunch of guards by this point, I don't mind. It just means that on my end with Seth is just gonna be very angry at the party.
Mm-hmm. So,
Max
You know,
playing
I
as
like
a-
that. Staying
Hey.
true to your character.
Yeah, it just means that he's just gonna be angry towards you guys for quite a bit.
Max is playing as a defensive character, so at this rate, he's just trying to.
well, the 3 guards are telling you to drop your gun. The 3 guards that emerged from the building.
Hopper just grabs Hyundai and pulls close.
Hyundai looks very shook by the actions that are occurring.
Covers Hyundai's eyes with him.
One
Uh,
dies.
how many guards are in front of Max?
There,
3.
3 guards emerged from the building behind you and are telling you to drop your gun.
Behind. Okay. You think I can headshot them all?
You can make an attack per action. You have 2 actions. Your weapon is an automatic weapon, so you can attempt to sort of spray and pray attack. Do you want to try and do that?
Yeah, because that'll force them into cover, and I can at least get Hopper to move out.
All right. And what are you gonna do, Barbara and Seth?
Well-
Well, Barbara, what are you gonna do?
Well, I thought I had to dodge or something.
You want to dedicate one of your actions to a dodge action?
Yes.
Are you gonna dedicate both to it?
Well, if they're gonna fire twice on me.
They're all firing
Actually-
at you once. So there's 13
Alright.
or 12 of them firing upon you. So you will need 12 dodge succeeding dice to avoid every shot. Every point shy
Okay.
of 12 you are is 1 damage done to you.
All right. Well, I will dodge first, and then I will kill another.
All right.
That's my second action.
What is the others doing? Max and Seth? I mean Hopper and Seth?
What's Hopper gonna do?
I am shielding Hyundai, covering his eyes, and use my body to cover him, muffle his ears,
I'm just gonna walk
as
to
I
the ship.
quietly apologize.
You're just gonna walk away to the ship?
Yeah, he's just gonna walk.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for if any enemies come nearby.
Before you do your dodge check, Barbara, let's see how many get hit with this.
I have super soldier, so that adds.
A ship-sized laser blast comes from off-screen, off to the side, as Mackenzie fires the ship's turret at them, taking out 8 of them. And I will now roll your dodge attack.
Oh my.
So what does Super Soldier do?
I would, when performing any physical actions, dice burst 1 point lower.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
I also wanted to like add stars.
How many points?
Actually, I'll save them for my to wipe out my inevitable dodge break.
All right.
I'm just saying, oh my gosh. You guys
Actually, you know
did
what?
not-
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add.
It's now a
I'm gonna
level
add 5
4
to
challenge
them.
because most of them just got shot and killed.
All right, I'm gonna add 5 to them.
You're adding 5 points to this dodge attack attempt?
Yes.
This level 4 dodge?
Yes.
All right.
Just keep it.
Listen.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Max
rich.
had a level 2 check to break the fence and he failed.
5 successes and 1 dice break. You you avoid all of the shots.
Yep.
And then you run to attack.
Yep.
You got 2 bursts in your roll. 4 successes, 2 dice breaks. That is enough to kill one of the guards as you run over and cut another one up. Max,
As I do this, I yell, "I am the Jimmy of Suburbia!"
Oh my gosh.
The Jimmy of Suburbia, I love it.
Would you have any gun-related skills, Max?
Yes. Let's see. So, I have gunmanship. You have training in the handling and maintaining of firearms. That's a +1D.
Mhm. To kill all 3, you will need 3 successes. Your action is being done at 2 levels of disadvantage because you're aiming at 3 opponents. But the burst fire will have the burst success stack effect, helping you to hopefully kill some more of them.
I'm gonna do this anyways. Throw in some 3 star points for this.
From your bank,
Yeah.
your piggy bank.
Yes. My little purse. My little penny purse.
Oof, man. 4 successes, 2 dice breaks. Wait, you said how many were you adding? 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I added the right amount. So, you have 1, 2, 3 now. Haha. So you got 2 successes. So you're gonna miss the first guy, but successfully hit the other 2.
Okay, I can kind of live with that.
Because you still have a second action. Also, hang on. I gotta check something else. How many shots did you get with your burst fire? 3 off with the burst fire? Alright. So you shot 3 shots.
For my second action...
The guard is going to immediately try and shoot you now if you don't shoot him fast enough.
Oh, then in which case I'll just shoot him.
Or do something to stop him from shooting you, I should say. It's a level... What's up?
Oh, okay. I got an idea. Max has a knife.
You want to throw the knife at him?
Yes.
Do you get a bonus die for that?
I do have martial arts, which is hand-to-hand combat granted. But
I will allow that to affect it. It's a level 1 challenge.
Yeah, this is a +1D, so...
that means you're rolling 6 dice on a level 1 challenge. Keep in mind the extra star points you got, you keep them after this session. You don't need to spend them all here.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep it as is.
You got 4 bursts. And in those 4 bursts, you got another burst, which burst into a 1. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes with 1 dice break, meaning 7 successes. That is a critical success. You throw the knife at him, killing him, and you get your action refunded for another 1.
Hey!
So you still have another action. Seth is just walking away. Hopper, what are you gonna do?
I'm shielding Hyundai so he doesn't witness this Jimmy accident.
Hyundai, after hearing what Barbara said, he's just like,
she's covering him.
All right.
And just like in his ears, like I'm sorry.
All right. So he did not hear what Barbara said. Then I will say, because he would have had a very severe reaction if you didn't block that. He's still very clearly freaked out. What do you do with your 1 remaining action, Max? There's 3 guards still on Barbara.
Well, he's gonna turn off the gravity for them.
All right, that's gonna be. So you're gonna put them into 0G?
Yeah, just have them float.
Putting 1 person into 0G would generally be a level. I'm trying to think.
So
it's written in It's written in the notes, right? Where's your power notes? Amnesia, Game Master. It takes 4 successes to create Earth-like gravity, meaning 3 successes to put somebody into 0G. Because you're doing 3 people, it is at 2 disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in 6 star points.
Or no, it wouldn't be a disadvantage, it would just raise the difficulty. So on 3 successes, 1 of them is put in 0G, and each additional guy will need another success.
Okay.
How many are you buying?
Good. 6 star points.
Among your initial set, you got a dirt bursting die. Oh man, 5 successes and 1 dice break, bringing you down to 4, which is just shy of getting all of them. Do you want to spend a star point to remove that dice break?
Yes.
That means you spent a total of 7 this turn, so you're out. That's now 106 points in your storage. If people are wondering why they have extra non-visible star points, it's because a thank you note to them for giving me money on my Ko-fi. So you successfully reverse gravity on all 3 of them. So on the next turn, they're gonna struggle dramatically to do anything. Next round begins. You need to dedicate 1 action to maintaining the gravity shift you created. But you can do anything you want with your second action, Max. Everybody else has 2 actions. Seth, you're halfway back to the ship. Barbara, what are you gonna do?
Are there 3 guys floating? Am I floating?
You're not. It's just the 3 guys.
Oh, well, it just makes things easier for me. I grab a gun and I shoot as many as I can.
I'm just gonna make this a give and not make you roll more. You successfully shoot out these 3 guards with one of their guns. All the guards are now gone.
I look back to all the people and I go, "Be free! Don't let them subjugate you!"
They're all at the far end of the caged area looking at you scared.
Maybe we should put the weapons away so that way they feel at least a little bit more comfortable.
Please, just go. We don't want any trouble.
Sorry, you cut out that last.
Please, just go. We don't want any trouble.
What? No, you can leave.
They all look very, unsure and nervous.
If we were trying to kill you, we would have already done it.
Leave and do what? You'll just put us back here once more security arrive.
And I guess this is your big ticket to leave. Or to buy yourself some time.
Yeah, run. Fortify yourselves. Fight back.
A couple of them do turn and run out, and like some of them try and stop them. One of them like calls out, like, because it's their teenage son that runs away, and she like calls like, "No, come back!" Like so and so, like name, like yelling in worry. As like about 4 or 5 of them left, and the rest of them are like, "That was, or we have nowhere to flee to. We'd never get out of the city into a city without being apprehended. And they're just going to put us back here. They claim we're unionists."
They claim you're unionists. You obviously think yourselves not, so the way I see it is you need to defend yourself.
That is not the way. Violence is not the way. The one saying all this is the oldest one. Are you still shielding Hyundai, Doodle?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, there's more than one way to defend yourself that doesn't necessarily require violence.
The two of you are certainly ones to talk. Seth, you're back at the ship.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's there.
He's gonna just go to the the pilot area.
You hear
Gonna
from the
wait
gunner's
together.
seat, Barbara's certainly cut from everyone else, huh?
I just hate that everyone doesn't think properly and just do things without taking consideration of things.
Oh, you're one to talk.
What the fuck does that supposed to mean?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean I'm the one to talk?
Let's quickly turn back to the other conversation. What were you gonna say to them, Max? They said that the two of you are certainly ones to talk. Looking at the dead bodies of the guards.
We wouldn't have done what we did if the guards didn't come on out. They didn't necessarily exactly leave us an option, but to be fair...
You
one of us
attacked
should-
them.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, to be fair, one of us did go ahead and slash one of them, so in a sense, we kind of brought that upon ourselves. But to go back to what I was saying, there is more than one way to defend yourself that doesn't necessarily require violence. If you really are trying to keep up that order of yours.
And what do you,
You know what?
propose?
You say that they're going to try and chase you through the city, so use the city to your advantage. Get lost, find the sewers. And you don't necessarily have to make deadly traps, but just enough to buy yourself some time.
They shake
Smoke
their
screen.
heads. This is not the way of this. You are disciples of Jimmy. We will not hear from you. And he turns and walks away, and the bulk of the perception, I'll just put their backs to you when he does. There's probably about like a little over 20 people here, counting the ones that ran away, so now it's a little under 20.
You
So
know
you would rather-
something? Sorry. Are you gonna...
Max is gonna say, so you would rather be sitting ducks and let them do whatever horrible things that they were gonna do to you anyways?
Do you
That
know how
doesn't
much?
exactly seem much of a life.
Do you know how much you have set back our sympathy? The people.
If sympathy looks like you're stuck in cages, I don't think that's sympathy.
Some people take time to learn new things. It takes time to change.
Indeed. It does take time to change. Just as you have time right now to make that change happen for the benefit for you.
You do not know. Go. We did not need your help and we did not ask for it. We can only
You know what?
hope the child is returned. The child and the other runners are returned safely now. What were you
You
gonna
know
say?
something?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I know I only just heard about your religion that you've been studying all your life, but let me tell you something. I was told that Saint Jimmy and the Jeebus man, he lives in all of us. So rather than trying to kill one of them, maybe they both need to work together in order to fight for what's right.
St. Jimmy is the force of darkness within the soul. To follow the call of Jimmy is to damn yourself.
Why would that part of your soul be there if it wasn't supposed to be? We're all born with it.
So if a blade is forged with an imperfection, then that was put there intentionally by the smith?
Sometimes.
You do
Smiths
not know.
often make mistakes.
You do not know of our faith, and you clearly do not wish to learn the correct way. Go before you make things worse for us.
Well, as someone who was initially paid to hunt you down, I can tell you you weren't going to be shown mercy by those men.
Paid to hunt us down? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
The Julius guy?
Who?
What does he do? Does he run the city?
He's in charge of the city of New Athens.
The man who's in charge of the city is New Athens. He's labeled you all as Unionists.
This isn't New Athens. And we know that we are labeled as Unionists. We are trying to convince people otherwise.
Yeah, well, you weren't doing much convincing. They were gonna kill you anyways.
I
And
didn't
this is
care.
step one. They lock you up in cages, and then they come out with the rifles, and then they cover your blood against the walls. And over and over and over again until the cycle doesn't stop. Now, you have a chance
so
to
what?
make it.
You perpetuate the cycle by dealing violence on them? Violence does not stop violence. It only makes things worse.
Well, standing around like an ostrich stuck with its head in the sand isn't gonna do anything either.
You don't know what we were doing. You do not know our plans. You have made
don't know
things
your-
worse for us. Now go.
I don't know your plans, but I can tell you right now that this wasn't gonna end well with you one way or another.
You know nothing. And with that, let's quickly turn the attention back to the ship. So you're getting very mad at, why am I blanking on her name? Why am I blanking her name?
What's her face?
Mackenzie.
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 Yeah,
No, what's her name? That's
Yeah.
someone else.
Mackenzie said,
Wait.
I know what you did.
St. Jimmy spoke of what's her name.
Mackenzie.
Who the fuck are you, and how do you fucking know anything about me? I just met you today, and you're making fucking accusations upon me.
You want to know what I know? She pulls herself up out of the turret and sits on the side. I know what I was shown by the people hunting you. When we were at that mountain, they tried to have me and Barbara sell you all out, but Barbara for some reason stood up for all of you. When I saw footage of you eating people alive. When I saw footage of all of you blowing up an entire planet of miners. When I saw you all murdering indiscriminately. And then again, looking out there, maybe I see why Barbara's growing sympathetic of all of you. She always had a violent tinge to her.
Oh, so you're using my past.
I saw what you did.
Oh, you saw what I did!
I
What,
need
from
to...
years ago? Are you bringing up old shit that doesn't matter anymore? That you don't know the context of why it happened?
I know that there are people hunting you and your friends, and I know that I need to keep me and Barbara safe.
Just going by probably modified fucking images.
I know what it looks like when footage is doctored.
I don't believe you. I don't fucking believe you at all.
You don't need to believe me. All you need to know is that I can tell when something isn't true. Because I was trained.
You could be trained all you fucking want, but they can also just spin the narrative.
I also know what guilt looks like.
Really? You're gonna throw that type of shit on me? You're really gonna throw that shit on me?
You regret what you
Clearly.
did, huh?
You don't even fucking know me. And you're already assuming shit. And stirring up shit.
She stands
You
up and she
realize-
starts to walk toward you. Do you know me?
I don't know anything about you other than you're a super soldier. That's it. But am I the one that's making accusations?
387.
Let me finish.
387. That's how many people
What?
they made me kill.
You can show off all you want of how many people you killed, but let me say something. Have I made any accusations against you of anything you did wrong? Yes or no?
Do you know why I'm telling you that number?
Okay, humor me. Tell me why.
Because I know what it feels like to have somebody die in your hands. To see them bleed out and see the life leave their eyes. And I know the weight that puts on somebody. When I saw that footage they showed, there wasn't that weight in your eyes. And she's now like right up in your face. But that weight is there now. You don't want to kill. You wanted to kill. But you don't.
He's gonna hit the fucking side of the fucking ship with his hand. You don't know me. You are making accusations against all of us, including me, in this ship, and we allowed you to stay here.
What changed
Veneer-
you? Why don't you want to kill anymore?
Why are you trying to get in my fucking space? I'm trying to work with you here.
I want to know that I can trust you. I want to know that you regret what you did. And I feel like you do.
I would like it if you fucking stop saying shit. And we can move along from there. I didn't want to cause trouble, but you're really starting to piss me the fuck off right now.
And what are you gonna do about that? She gets right up in your face again.
It's gonna get in her face.
What are you gonna do if I'm pissing you off?
Don't push me. Do not fucking push me. You think I'm playing right now? You think I'm gonna just say shit right now? You're really close to getting on my fucking nerves.
And what happens then?
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Tempt you what?
Just don't fucking tempt me.
Say it. Or are you just giving
I'm not.
hollow threats?
I'm being serious right now. Do not fucking tempt me. I'm very tempted right now. I am not doing anything right now because I do not want to upset Barbara, and I don't want to upset any of my crew members. You're really pushing on my nerves. If you keep doing that, you're gonna fucking regret it. Please, I do not want trouble right now.
You walked away when they all started fighting.
I walked away
Because you aren't a bad person. Not like me and Barbara.
you can tell he's clenching. Like, he is clawing on the wall right now.
I was worried that way would have to fear you because of what I saw in that footage. But you're soft. And that's good.
He's gonna leave the ship.
As you're walking out, she says, stay soft. And
Doesn't
the
even
door, after the door closes, she said under her breath, don't be like us, she says. But you wouldn't hear that.
Yeah, he's just gonna leave for a bit.
And we cut back to the others.
Should we start making our way back to the ship too?
It's your call when you want to. The people very clearly don't want to talk with you guys.
Max is gonna pop a squat though. like right in front of me, because he says they were saying to him to leave, that they're going to cause problems worse. And now he's going to start saying to them, no, you know what? I'm going to stay. What are you going to do about it?
They're all just like back to you, sat down at the edge of the property.
All right. You wanted to play to the it's not happening game? Alrighty, well, I don't know about you. He's trying to kind of lightly clean his gun a little bit. He's not doing anything major, but...
So, Hopper, you're taking Hyundai back to the ship, right?
Yes.
And are you going back, Barbara?
I look to Max and I go like, maybe we should go. I thought I was doing the right thing, but I just make things worse.
Normally, I'd say you're right. But this is one of those situations where a group of people are about to be killed. All for something that they claim that they're not. And whether they actually are that or not, I don't necessarily care. But what I do care about is that innocent people are going to die. And whether these people want to listen to it or not, they're about to make their children suffer that same fate too. And I'm not asking them to let go of all their beliefs, but I'm asking for them, if they have a shred of semblance of humanity that cares about their children, you're going to want to live. And you're going to want to go.
If we leave, it sends the wrong message.
No matter what you do, it's going to send the wrong message. But at this point, I wouldn't even care about that. Because if I still had that chance to be a father and to do what I could for my kids, wouldn't trade the world for it at all. I'd leave in a heartbreak for them. And I know for a fact that you would too.
They're all just sat there. The leader, he says, hold true to the teachings, children. Do not allow this disciple of Jimmy to sway you. The devil speaks in candied tongues.
Disciple of Jimmy, good or bad, I don't necessarily care about the religious teachings. But what I care about is your survival. And we're about to leave this planet knowing that you people are going to die. And that is going to
fell due to infighting. Earth fell due to the call of Jimmy and violence. We must not let more worlds fall the way that one had. We must stand firm for messages of peace. We must stand firm, children. We must resist the temptation and the dark pull in any form it takes.
And does that peace mean that suddenly your people are doomed to die? Because that's exactly what you're saying there. If you really believe in the true messages of peace, then you would understand that peace takes many forms, and that living and to spread the teachings of that peace is the best kind of form that you could take.
Max, I don't like it either, but we freed them, and now it's their choice.
I'm not done with them. You can go back to the ship, but I'll catch up with you later. These people need to hear the medicine that they're trying to avoid.
Hang on. I'm just trying to find a thing real fast.
Barbara starts to walk back to the ship, her lip kind of quivering.
God. I'll be scrolling slowly on my phone trying to find a piece of information, and it will suddenly shoot, like, super far, and I'll have to scroll way back up to where I was, and it pisses me off.
My phone does that too.
I hate that.
Where is the fucking thing I'm looking for? Here we go.
If it makes you feel any better, Veneer, I regret doing that now.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm fine with this whole thing that just happened. I'm just like, oh boy, that fight. Oh no.
Or wanted
no.
by everyone else in the galaxy. Why not? Why not a few more people?
No, it's not just that. I mean, like when Barbara goes on the ship, just the claw marks on the wall. Oh no. Oh no.
Did you add that too when you painted the ship? Yeah, it looks nice.
The leader, he's then gonna speak up. He's gonna say, "Starry nights, city lights," and they're all gonna start breaking out. And I'm not gonna sing the whole thing because I can sing. They're gonna all break out singing in a chorus and ignoring what you have to say. Are we are the waiting unknown. You know, they're all just singing a religious song and ignoring you.
Alrighty.
I feel like, oh god.
Actually, Seth, you walked off the ship, right?
Yes, he's gonna grab one of the dead. He is gonna grab one of the dead bodies and gonna walk away with it.
I was gonna say, as you're stepping out, that's when they're all singing the song, the very slow melodic note. Are we are the waiting unknown. You know, they're all just singing in chorus with their backs to Max.
He's just silently just gonna walk and try to find one of the bodies that are on the ground.
All right.
He's gonna grab one of them. It's just gonna drag it somewhere where he's gonna be alone for a bit.
All right.
You know what Max is gonna do?
Do you walk past Barbara as you?
Yes. Yes, he's gonna walk past Barbara while he's gonna just pick up a body and walk away with it.
What's Max doing?
Max is gonna join them in their chorus.
You're just gonna sit there and sing with them?
Yes, he's gonna say, "Forget me nots, second thoughts, live in isolation. Heads or tails, and fairy tales in my mind."
So you're singing this song. Seth, you drag a body away to like an alley. What are you gonna do with it?
He's gonna take off his mask, and he's gonna just like start getting really frustrated and fling the body across the fucking walls and starting to like pretty much break it. You know, he's taking his frustrations at the body right
on the
now.
dead body. And Barbara, you see him doing that.
Angry.
You see him mutilating the dead body.
At this point, it doesn't even like phase Barbara.
He's just like saying to himself, like, why the fuck is people trying to start shit with me? Every fucking time!
He's about to apologize, then she hears him say that and just backs away.
Every fucking time! When I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay good. I'm trying. I'm so desperately trying. Every time. Just creates. Just creates. Just very slightly. My fucking alcohol. I can't get calm. I'm trying not to take the drugs. I'm trying to take it anymore. I'm trying to take it too much, even though I'm tempted so much. I'm so tempted. You can just hear him just like fleeing it by even like tearing it apart with his teeth. He's like really is having a fucking crash. He is crashing out right now, having a really horrible crashing out.
Meanwhile, as you're leaving the alleyway, Barbara, you see a bunch of reinforcement guards showing up. Which, Max, you see that.
Max just takes a deep breath, and he just continues to sing with them.
And they surround the area again. And they like yell at all of them, like, don't move, you know, telling all of them don't move, and none of them do. Hopper and Hyundai are back on the ship at this point. Hyundai looks very shaken. I just wanted to talk with them. I just wanted to figure something out.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
And, are you gonna keep staying there in the area, Max?
Well, Max is gonna get up, And he does see the reinforcements.
Yeah, they've now surrounded the fenced-in area. They're aiming
You know
weapons in at you guys, but they aren't firing.
He knows that he's not going to be able to take them all on, especially with force. But he's trying to show them another path. So
It's about another, like, 21 guards.
yeah. So
121.
Oh god, that wasn't intentional.
uh,
That's a star point. But yeah. Oh, what are you gonna do? Also, I want to quickly give a star point to Veneer for very good little roleplay moment.
Yeah.
Thank you. I also did some art, by the way.
Where is it? Where's the art? I see it. I'm going to show the art on stream.
I wanted to get a dialogue on there, but I got laser. He's just
He's
really
fine.
nice.
I want to copy the image. Oh, hang on.
Right.
I gotta
it's
make
too
sure.
Big.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I use the snipper image for you because you draw on massive canvases. I gotta remember that.
Please.
This is after I shrunk it. Why is it so big?
Just snip.
I
it
did,
from,
and
like...
it's still huge.
That's just yeah.
Here. I could do it for
No,
you.
it's okay. I'm giving you a star point anyway. It's good. I got it now.
I'm so sorry to make it so stupidly big.
Uh,
Just angry.
yeah, what are you doing, Max? Are you just gonna chill
gonna-
there in the fence, or?
he's going to continue singing the song, staring at the guards.
And they just sort of surround, and after a little bit, some engineers are going to come to start putting the fence back up while guards are watching.
All right. Well, he's going to deny the engineers the ability to build the fence, so he's going to use the gravity ability to try and make the bars so damn heavy that they start sinking into the earth.
Which is very much confusing the people. Are you trying to do it subtly?
Yes.
I'm going to do a stealth check. Ba-ba-bum.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, you do it without them catching on. Nobody realizes you're doing it. Which is gonna be causing a lot of confusion. As time goes on, are any of you gonna try and do something? Because this is taking quite a bit of time. You know, enough time for Seth, like, we'll say like an hour has passed. Enough time for Seth to begin calming down and Barbara to choose where they're going. You're all in your ship seeing Max just in there. And you guys can tell, because you know Max's powers, he's very clearly stopping the construction from happening.
Barbara like wants to like help him, but realizes that every time she tries to do something, she ends up making things worse.
So actually, let's go to the moment when you guys get back, or when you go back aboard the ship.
Yeah.
What's her name again? Your friend?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie had moved to join you and Hyundai Doodle before.
If you forget, you can just call her Ken.
Before, oh my god. So before Barbara comes back, Mackenzie comes back into the room where you and Hyundai are, Doodle or Hopper. Do you try and say anything? Or to either of them?
Are you talking to me or?
To Doodle.
Okay.
This is before you get back.
Okay.
Would they ever see the claw marks on the wall?
Well, they're
yeah.
in the, you're not in the cargo area, you're in the resting area, right? The lounge.
Yeah.
Or living quarters, so you would have to go back to the other area to see the claws up to the front area. Which is where Mackenzie comes from.
I'm really sorry. I didn't think any of that would have been the start of something.
I just wanted to talk and work things out. I didn't want to fight.
No, I agree. I'm just sorry that happened.
Mackenzie sits
I guess-
down across from you guys. Kid, you probably shouldn't be
That's
aboard
what-
this ship.
But it's his holiday. He wants to see space. He wants to see the stars.
She cocks an eyebrow looking at you for a moment. So yeah, I assume you're gonna not answer the question I asked earlier, huh?
What happened at the place? I wish I could remember much. I was knocked out for majority of it. Other than a big fight did break out, but that was between splicers and...
You realize her plate of flapjacks is still on the table with only 2 bites taken out of it.
She understands.
Why are you being hunted?
Because of what I am. They already mentioned it. I'm surprised no one said anything to you, considering you seem to know something.
The 2 of you are with the wrong group. If I were either of you, I would just get off this ship and run away as far as I can.
I can't. I promised to be with them. They were there for me ever since I pretty much was left on a place to be picked up.
As I'm saying this next sentence, Barbara, you are at the bottom of the ramp approaching, so you can hear this, but they can't see you yet. As Mackenzie says, they're killers. All of them and me. Me, Barbara, I can see it in Max's eyes. That Seth looks like he's changing. Doesn't want to be a killer anymore. Is that something to do with you?
No. Not because of me. I had no hand in that. Their stories is what shaped them to who they are. But within the stories, paths were taken. I may had some form of influence, but I was not the reason of their violent decisions.
She's right.
Barbara
She's right.
walking up.
Yeah. It's not her fault. She's just another excuse I need. I never told you this, but when I was a child, from what I can remember, I used to kill animals for fun. And that's why I was sent to the Institute. And
Me and Barbara
And the
were
reason-
not human. Or something different.
the reason why I hunted creatures, it's because I liked it. I like killing. And I don't think I ever really realized that till now.
That's not your fault, though. Hyundai speaks up. It's the influence inside of you. It's Saint Jimmy. It's the darkness that every person has, but you can overcome it still. He stands up and looks to you and Mackenzie. It wasn't a coincidence that I found your ship. I know I can see that now. You need help. Both of you. You need to learn that there's other ways. This galaxy, it's a... How did you put it, Hopper?
It's mysterious, beautiful, and dangerous.
There's a natural nature that makes everything want to flow toward darkness. But that is what makes us different, what makes humans different. Did you know that humanity has explored, according to many shared records, over 40,000 light years of space? And no life has been found anywhere. Earth is the only place in all of space that had life on it. That can't be... That can't be a coincidence.
But oceans have blood.
There's something special about us. We are a fight back against the darkness. And the two of you are merely trying to be pulled, or the darkness is merely trying to pull the two of you back in. The entropy. Saint Jimmy has his claws in you, but you don't have to succumb to it. And you guys start to hear the singing outside seemingly getting louder.
Hmm?
And he like perks up and he's gonna start to walk out of the ship.
Hanai?
And as you guys go out, you see a bunch of other people are leaving their homes and walking out towards the park where there's the fenced-in people.
It's like so you're on the tree in Whoville.
And like some of the people are like, let them go. They didn't run when that attack happened. I imagine you're staying aboard the ship, right, Barbara?
Yeah.
They didn't have anything to do with that, and when they had the chance to leave, they didn't. Yeah, they did nothing wrong. And like there's a bunch of people like yelling angrily about it, and the guy in charge, like the guy who had been talking back to you, Max, he walks up behind you. He's like, "There was a plan.
There always was.
You just didn't see it."
Or maybe you weren't listening to him.
He shakes his head. Violence is not always the option. He puts his hand on your shoulder. You're old, aren't you? Older than you look. I can see it in your eyes. There's darkness in this universe. You need to overcome that.
But where there is darkness in a universe, there's also light.
Exactly. Violence is not always the option. It should never be your first choice, and always be your last. You can't take back the lives you took today. But maybe
I don't expect it.
But you can still try to endeavor to not take more.
Then we start. Then we start by freeing your people first.
We have our ways. I appreciate what you seek to do here, but you do not understand us or our plight. And you could learn, if you wish, you could stay and learn it. At the ship, you can see the others, and the group has to go.
Yeah.
He's like, you could stay and learn from us. Learn the teachings of the Jesus of Suburbia. The lessons of the old world. Sorry.
My time to go is now, though.
He looks at the ship where you are looking, and he sees Hyundai, and he's like, I see one of ours are with you already. With any luck, you can learn from them.
Do me a favor. That young man has a question. He's been dying to ask it to you. Can you at least honor that and listen to what he has to say?
Of course. When the fences go down, we can talk. And I think that's happening sooner. All the people are sort of
The
like...
fences that were up, they're like struggling to lift up the fences.
There's all the protest, now clearly protesters surrounding the fence, and all of the guards are very much like, oh, fuck, what do we do? Radioing in other people. And, you're able to slip away in all of the chaoticness going on right now, and make your way back to the others. But while you're making your way back, and Hopper and Hyundai have stepped out, Mackenzie goes over to you, Barbara, and imagine you're, like, looking from the front of the ship, the windshield.
Yeah.
We could go now. No one else is on the ship. It can be just us. We have a chance to get away from whatever baggage they're bringing with them.
Maybe. They
Please.
probably would be better off without us.
It can be just you and me, Barbara. Just like we always said.
I didn't think it would be this hard. I mean, what else could I have expected? You know? My old life and my new life colliding? What? How could I be so stupid?
Hopper runs back inside.
Uh-huh.
Well, you had your chance, Barbara.
Come on, let's go before they come back on.
I feel like Seth, after he's done.
Yeah, you're returning from the alleyway and seeing the whole group of people rioting, like, all yelling at the guards.
He's just gonna end up.
Wow, forest, wow,
That's
forest.
it.
He's just gonna end up just going
Except-
to the ship.
Yeah,
Mind you, he's covered in blood.
yeah. Everyone gets back on the ship. You guys see Seth covered in blood.
Before all this happens, Barbara looks at like the claw marks, and then around at like the rest of the ship and all the hard work that they put in. And I said, "How can I turn my back on them after they've been so good to me? I could never forgive myself, Mackenzie. I'm sorry."
You see her face like goes through some emotions, and she's like, "So now suddenly it's hard for you to do," and she's gonna walk out of the room.
That's not fair. I thought you were dead.
The doors open as she says that, and Hopper, you came up just in time to hear. "That's not fair. I thought you were dead." And she freezes for a moment. "Well, I wasn't." And she walks out.
Please don't leave me again. I can't lose you a second time.
"I'm not gonna leave the ship.
Please.
I have nowhere to go. I just..." And she's gonna walk back toward the engine area. And Hopper, you can hear banging sounds in the back engine room. Like angrily throwing things around sounds. And you do notice your radio is broken. At some point, it got thrown against a wall.
Oh.
At this point, everyone else is sort of getting back on the ship.
Yeah, Seth is just slowly
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
on
you see
there,
Seth
walking
coming
pretty
up covered in blood.
Hopper just stares at him.
Oh my
His
god!
Narrows eyes.
His eyes look like, you know, when someone looks like they've been through so much that it looks kind of like, I want to say dazed, but it's like tinted in a way. I don't know how to describe it properly.
You look
Blood
drained of love life.
Oh sweet, what's her
Yeah,
name?
he-
Are you
yeah.
alright?
Yeah, he looks like there's no life in his eyes after everything.
Yeah, he's
It's
just,
okay.
yeah, he's like, "Oh sweet, what's her name? Are you alright?"
He doesn't say anything. He's just gonna walk.
He's
in
fine.
the front of the ship.
And Barbara, you see Seth walking into the front of the ship covered in blood. Max, you're getting back on the ship at this moment.
No,
I
Seth.
mean, she's probably
you're
covered
taking
in
a
blood
bath.
too.
Yeah, you both are. So,
And now you know why my out. By the way, you all know why my outfit's pink now.
Yep. I mean, his is red, so his like cloak is red.
yeah, so you're
But his
both
face.
you both just see each other, both covered in blood.
Yeah, and he's just silently just walking past him into the front.
Yeah, no, I'm saying when you step in the front, Barbara's in the front, and you see each other both covered in blood.
I just kind of look at him and then just like don't say anything, but just like kind of give him like a silent nod.
He
Max
looks-
is going. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Max is looking for the guy who's on his holiday.
Hyundai, he's looking toward the front of the ship, concerned as you board the ship.
Hyundai,
Uh,
you had a question to ask to these people, right?
I think I've learned what I need to learn here.
You sure?
He nods.
All right. Max nods in respect.
Anything else happening in the front of the ship?
He's just gonna look at Barbara. Like, again, that lifeless look. Like, all that energy that he had just gone and withered. Like, he's just depressed. And, like, you know, he gives a nod to her as he just goes to sit in the front, getting everything ready. And parts of him just, like, as he's about to start and everything, and just in his head, he's just like, "Can't get a break. Why does everything have to always fall apart? Why does everything always fall apart?" Like, silently in his thoughts, as he starts, parts of his arms is a little bit shaky. I feel like he's a little bit relapsing just a tiny bit, since he has not taken any recently.
Are you gonna put your mask on and take a hit of your drugs?
He's trying not to do it. He's really trying not to do it right now. But, like, he's really tempted. His arms are shaky, his teeth is, like, grinding, and he's a little bit heavy breathing as he's trying to just get everything going. He just wants to get out of here right now.
So you're just starting the ship to fly away?
Yes.
Alright. And I think that is where we're gonna end this episode of Shadow Space.
Woo!
Oh, Hopper's sad.
Oh,
Hopper just huffs, sighs, looks to Max, lifts up her broken radio,
oh.
and makes puppy eyes.
He just looks at the radio and he says, "Give me 10 minutes."
You open the door to the back area and you hear Mackenzie like throwing her angry tantrum and hitting things, and you close the door. Make that 30.
Make that maybe an hour.
No rush. It just
He just
That's
pats her
fine.
head and he's like, "It's okay. Hey,
Fuck.
I need you to know that no matter what happens, I'm always going to be proud of you. You know that?"
you don't need to be proud of me. Be
But
proud of yourself. But from last time, from all this adventure, you should be proud of yourself too. You were not as aggressive as usual.
No, I wasn't. But you know why?
So pat yourself in the back.
Yeah. But you know why?
What? Why?
Because you were still here.
No, don't give me that much credit. I didn't do anything.
Whether you realize it or not, you're an important part of this group, even if it's difficult sometimes to deal with the people here. But it's because you're still here. That's why we're still here.
Still, I feel like that's a bit much.
I want to give you something I've been holding on for a little bit of a while. He's going to pull out from his jacket a ring.
What?
I found this in a shop, and I figured that this would be nice to you. And inside the ring, it says, "You're my shining star."
Aww. Thank you. She admires it more before she puts it on, not puts it on her finger, stops. Thanks. Get me some strong coil thread. Now, where ethnic? I don't feel comfortable wearing rings considering what my hands do later.
Maybe we could turn into a necklace.
I still like the ring though. But yes, the necklace will do. I'm surprised Hongdae didn't register the fact that she said, "I don't feel safe wearing rings considering what my hands do."
Oh, he just hasn't said anything about that yet.
Wait, what?
But yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap that episode there.
No.
So I hope everybody's enjoyed. End cards will be appearing in a moment. And I'm going to start trying to advertise this a little bit more heavily in these. If you like Shadow Space, and you want more Shadow Space, consider supporting me on Ko-fi. If we get to a high enough amount of Ko-fi supporters, I will increase the amount of episodes of Shadow Space that occur. Because the reason there aren't more episodes is because I need to work a day job and I only have so many hours in my day and I can only do this so frequently. And if I can get enough supporters to the point where I can do this as a living, I will make this at the very least back to a bi-weekly series. Maybe even if people specifically ask for it, turn it into a weekly. So yeah. Consider supporting me on Ko-fi. You can have direct influence on this series both by making it more frequent and at certain goals even be able to make specific or at certain levels of donation even being able to make specific requests for the narrative and all of that. Do any of you have anything you want to plug?
When does Seth and Barbara kiss?
Why do you want them to kiss so bad?
They can't kiss because Seth doesn't have lips.
Technically,
He
kind
can.
of does.
Yeah, they could just retract
He
back
does.
crazily.
He's not even the best fucking moon right now.
But yeah, anyone want to plug anything or are we going to be wrapping up?
I'm gonna plug you.
Go join the Kofefe. Go join Brian's Kofefe.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Or the
He
Discord
needs
down
some
below.
coffee, He needs some caffeine.
We need to get this man to play Halo 3 ODST. I will not rest until this man has completed all of the goddamn Halo trilogy.
Yeah, that is a
He
whole
needs
thing.
to hear the rain jazz.
Ko-fi supporters can, in fact, pick what games I play, and ODST is on that list. Anyway,
He needs to drink more coffee.
yeah, what I need to do is pay rent. I am several $1,000s behind on rent. Yeah, end cards. Yeah, hope you all enjoy.